Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
I did 17 years, homie. Real tears on these words, homie. Hitting staple only push-ups and hella top rhyming, hella notebooks with all my rhymes. It's like a map book from where I started. Ciphering, trying to be the hardest on the yard. Some of the hardest rappers got a never date. We'll never hug their mama, we'll never see they say. I feel blessed, so I rock with my loved ones. I left behind good count times and cold lunch. Yeah, mama, I'm on one. I'm free, ain't no words of expressions. See my smile, that's real, no fake shit. You would too if you seen that the moves was basic. Game made, heartbreak kid. Living in reality, mid 30 with some kid shit. Damn, they like 50 in that clip or better. Boy.
Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
Death, 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 death. First off, this live, it's going to be an interesting ass live, I bet you. This live, I promise you, this live right here, I was nervous. See, that's something that YouTubers not going to admit. Sometimes before they go live and they know what they about to talk about, sometimes if you ain't afraid of being in touch with who you are as a person, sometimes you might be a little nervous. And then you get to I don't give a fuck. And then you go, I don't give a fuck. So before we start this live off, I want to say shout out to the sucker, my 10,000 sub, whoever you was, that took me back to 9,999 subs. The fuck? The fuck? Between me and y'all, I ain't gonna tell you how many times I went 10,000, 10,900, 9,900. I ain't gonna tell you how many times. It's all good though. We gonna sub up this time though. Hey, if you ain't hit that like button by now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification button. And if you haven't subscribed to Dirty 916, subscribe to that channel because a lot of my deleted content that I had to delete from Dirty Weather 916 channel, you can find it on Dirty 916. All the deleted lives, all the past, that's where they all at because I never deleted them. So we talking about, I ain't gonna lie, I wrote up a re-rock while I was preparing for this live, and this motherfucker still kept burning. Like I thought it was gonna be done so I could start with the gastric bypass. Uh-oh, it's hitting. I don't give a fuck right around town with the beat up. Yeah, straight up. I don't give a fuck. I'm running around with the beat turned up on everything. I'm really taking my time because I know where this is going to go. Because I'm saying names. I'm saying names. I want this live to be one that they do go back and look. Because I've been quiet. I've been the quietest motherfucker on YouTube, I bet you. I'm like the thing, you don't provoke. Don't provoke Dirty. That's and they'll tell you like, hey, don't provoke him. They ain't fighting fair. When I fight, it changes the weather when I fight. So I'm cool. It takes a lot of energy to have, YouTube beef. It takes a lot of energy, don't it? Let's just think about it. You wake up, and the first thing you got to say is, what this motherfucker talking about? What this motherfucker say about me? What they got going on? Who talking about me? Like, you got to think about, hey, what's up, Katniss? Appreciate the sub. You got to think. But so if you waking up and you got to go, I'm talking about if you wake up in the afternoon, wake up in the morning, whenever you wake up. If you wake up and the first thing you got to do is go to the internet and see who's talking about you, then that's taking energy, right? Some people check the internet before they eat breakfast. Some people check the internet before they brush their teeth. Can I get a witness? Shit, I done did it. I done did it. So first off, before I really get into it, good looking, Benji. Folks up. Shit, I need them good looking. And I hope that when I'm done with my rant, I welcome any and everybody. The Jay Williams, the Lances, the anybody in any sector that understands, because when I go in, I'm about to talk about all these sectors at one time. All of them at one time. I seen the girl do that yesterday. Do what? Hey, you already know when I get like this, you already know, man. I'm shit. My thoughts is going fast. So fast I forget what the hell I just said. What'd you see her do though? All right. This motherfucking blunt won't go out. Shit. All right, fuck it. Let's get into it. First off, I couldn't make it to the dispensary yesterday, so I had to get some of the shit the homie had. However, the shit the homie had is gas. But I don't know the name of it, so it's some shit the homie had. All right, so let's get into this shit. I'm gonna tell you about my morning, and then what it led me to this live. So this morning, I wake up, normal morning and shit. What's up, Wolf? Normal morning and shit. I'm checking my messages. See, when I wake up, I check my emails. I do that before I even get out of bed because, shit, you might get distracted for the minute you step out your room. So I check my emails. And one of my guilty pleasures is I check Facebook to see if anybody that I know has died. Airplanes and things, like I said. I check Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, but I check YouTube to see if anybody I know has passed through the night. That's a guilty pleasure, but it's also just like due diligence. Like, because I don't want nobody I know to pass and I not know about it. Like that's a messed up feeling right there. That's a messed up feeling to know somebody that you know and care about passed months and months and months ago and you didn't know. And you do have the basic necessities to know. So that's one of my guilty pleasures. Like I check on that. And then I go brush my teeth. But this particular morning, I wake up and two people that I mess with, man, it's a fucked up situation. But I can't even get into it without saying this, but I still gotta finish. I gotta finish what happened. So I see Lance airing out Jay Williams. Some of y'all might know who it is, some of y'all might not. But Lance is airing Jay out. to the point you like, damn, what side of the bed did you wake up on? Like, damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But at the same time, look at it like this. A lot of y'all don't know about that situation. But if you've been part of the Dirty Nation, then you know that we've been fucking with Lance, but we also fuck with Jay Williams too. We fuck with them too. So whenever two people got a problem that you cool with, who pays the price when they fall out? The good, the bad, the uninvolved. So I sat there and I listened to Lance's video. And the first thing I should be doing a reaction to it, and I just may. But I sat there and listened to it. And the only thing I could think is, damn, man, they was tight. Not even, you know how many times I called Jay Williams and Lance was in the background? Like they was cool. And then life happens. So when you cool with two people, who pays the price? If you ain't never had a problem with this person at all, you ain't never had a negative interaction, stood on business, that's cool. You and that person. But when you cool with them and they fall out, where does that leave you? When friends become enemies, where that leave you? I wrote that pretty fast, huh? I did. Where does that leave you? It leaves you open to get your words twisted. Because when times of confusion, there's some gas. In times of confusion, that's when the devil strikes. So you'll leave a comment on and this applies to all genres. You'll leave a comment on somebody's video, and next thing you know, that comment will be twisted to a whole narrative, and next thing you know, you on the defense. Like, what the fuck? I was just saying salute out of respect, because I ain't never had a problem with this man. Next thing you know, now you're a supporter. You support this and everything. That's like going to a church. You might step into a church one time, but you've been going to this church. So when they find out you didn't went to this other church, it's like, damn. Or you was with this gang. Let's use YouTube. You was with this YouTube gang. But now you go over to this gang because you realize cousin them ain't so bad. The next thing you know, blood and them got a problem. Or that wood ain't so bad. Like you done had nothing but good interactions with that wood. But the minute that somebody you cool with falls out, then it's a problem. So what does YouTube beef lead to? What does YouTube beef ultimately lead to? And that's a real question. What does YouTube beef ultimately lead to? 98.9% of the time it leads to views and wasted time. Because instead of looking at it for the facts, you just overshoot the runway instead. Look at the facts and the stats. Facts is ain't nobody buying no plane ticket. Facts is if you beefing with somebody in your own city, they're not supposed to be in your own city. Because truth of the matter is, if you beefing with people in your own city and all you got to do is drive across the way and they right there, that beef should have been settled a long time ago. That's just how I look at it. I ain't gonna sit here and beef with nobody in Sacramento on the fucking YouTube unless it's for views or something. If it's some views and it's some fake shit that I don't really participate in, but if it's some fake shit, then yeah, that's fine. But I'm not gonna beef with nobody in my own city for everybody to see, and they right across the way. That just don't make sense to me. I know how people will look at me if I was beefing with somebody in my own city on the internet. His big homie gonna call my homie, or matter of fact, his big homie gonna call me. Dirt, what is this, Dirt? Come on now. You know how we do it. Y'all can meet at William Land Park and settle that shit. That's why you don't beef with people in where you from. That shit is stupid because it look like girl shit from the outside looking in. See, now what's cold about this YouTube shit is that I'm speaking in general, but there's about 5 people that could just take what I just said and apply it to their situation. That's YouTube for you. You can't please everybody. You cannot please everybody on this YouTube platform. You can't. It's gonna always be somebody that got something against what you say. Who pays the price when your two homies get into it? Who pays the price when your two supporters get into it? Who pays the price when your two preachers get into it? Who pays the price when your president gets into it with another president? Who pays the price? We see what's going on. We see what's going on with the war in Israel. And we see what's going on. Who pays the price? The president became the president because they believed in him. The person you follow on YouTube became the person that you follow on YouTube because you believed in him. But what happens when this person that you follow falls out with somebody that you don't have a problem with? You looking at them like, I'm trying to find this problem that these people is saying, but I don't see it. And I know I ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world. I work off the basic shit. If you turn on your homies, you'll turn on me. That's basic, 101. If you turn on your homies, you will turn on me because you ain't never met me a day in your life or had a personal conversation with me a day in your life. So if you turn on your homies, you'll turn on me. That's how I look at it. Virtual politics. It's definitely virtual politics. It's definitely virtual politics. And what separates everybody is those that know their purpose on YouTube. Those that know their purpose on YouTube, they come through and they exploit genres. They exploit genres. They come in, stir it up, make a name for themselves, and dip off and start their own movement. That's proper exploitation of a genre. It's people that do this shit day in, day out. They go from nobody. Like they sit back and they make a plan. Okay, yeah, I can kind of relate to this genre. Let me jump in. Come in, jump into confusion, make a name for themselves, and bounce out. Bounce out. And when real motherfuckers do that shit, it's a lot of people don't like that. I didn't like it. Shit, Silverback came and exploited me and Nate. I didn't like that shit at all. During the amount of time I've done at the level I did, I lost a lot of self-hatred I had for myself and those like me. I learned a critical way of thinking so I don't beef no more. Oh, my mama, that's that real shit. I like your choice of words, too. Because on everything, that shit takes energy. Too much energy. And I could see if we in prison or something, we actually had time for that energy. We had nothing but time for that energy. But when you on the streets and you giving your energy to that type of shit, it takes away from real life. Because YouTube is real life. I mean, YouTube is. I mean, let me take that back. YouTube is real life if you putting that much. If you putting the majority of your time into it, then yeah, YouTube, that's your real life. Like a video game, you got some people play GTA so much, Grand Theft Auto, that shit. They literally got a real. They really got a real life outside of this real life. I just want to play video games, get sucked in. See, D-Shep, watch this. Watch this, D-Shep. I'm so speaking in general that I don't even know who you think I'm talking about. And when I'm done, I'm gonna open the platform so we can talk about it. So this ain't. I'm just, I'm enjoying my gastric bypass. If it's on the internet, then how and where is the beef supposed to be settled? Oh, Silverback. Okay, I got you. Yeah, on everything. If it's on the internet, how and where is the beef supposed to be settled? See, that's the thing. 90. If you even give that much stock to it, then you journeying toward wasting your time because it never happens. People never meet up. The people that you would expect to meet up will be people that are in the same city. You expect them to meet up because it ain't nothing but a little bit of gas. That's it. If you in the same city, and I don't care how big your city is. My city a big city. If I had a problem with a nigga in Rancho Cordova, and before we get to going all internet with it, we gonna handle it there. We gonna settle it. And a lot of times you probably ain't even gotta settle it. You probably just gotta make a phone call. I had some real ones burn me, but I'm in the same spot. I ain't burning no one in return. Hey, shit. What Damu said, look, man. That's part of that maturation process. That's part of the maturation process. There was a time when you used to fight somebody for looking at you crazy. There was a time you used to fight somebody for looking at you up and down. There was a time. But when you graduate to your maturation process, you ain't got time. And if somebody shows you who they are, that's just power to you. Because now the ball is in your court. They showed you who you was, bounce out. Bounce out. Unfortunately, depending on how close you let them in, because snakes can get in real close. Depending on how close you let them in, you might not have the option to just bounce out. You might have to bounce out with damage control. But ultimately, you know what you about to do. Not your kind. Not your kind. I used to be affected by like how I seen people that interact with other people loud and shit. Like they be cussing them out, trying to get. I used to be swayed by that until all of a sudden, like I knew I found who I was as a person, and I stood on. Yeah, he might do you like that, but he ain't gonna do me like that. I promise you. Look, I'll give you an example. I'm at work. I ain't gonna say where I work, but I'm at work. And there's different sections of people and stuff. And I see this dude get at this other dude, right? The manager, though. Big boy was sitting down. He was like, get your motherfucking ass up. Get the fuck up. You ain't got no motherfucking ground to be sitting down. It's work. Like, he went in on him. I got my broom. I'm sweeping. I'm looking back like, damn. Like, damn, he did that in front of everybody. Like, he really, like, it, real life embarrassed him. But because I got it programmed in my mind from a long time ago, from the first time I seen a Walmart manager talk to a Walmart employee, like, it became ingrained in. You're not about to talk to me like that. Fuck that. We got too many options. It's too much space and opportunity for you to talk to me like that, respectfully, boss. And so I don't really have those problems. I don't have, for whatever reason, how I carry myself, I don't have them problems. They try to beat me with words. They try to beat me with big words and phrases and shit that go over my head. That's how they try to get somebody like me. So let's get back to it, man. Who pays the price, man, when two people that you cool with fall out? Who pays the price? I see people on YouTube that are not cool with people I'm allegedly cool with. And I don't see nothing wrong with their platform. Like Hockley. Like Hockley, I like his platform. CEO Hockley, subscribe to that dude's channel. And I had no idea who he was until I seen people talking about him. So then I go to his channel and like, oh, okay. And I don't see nothing wrong with him. But because people I'm cool with be talking about him, it makes me hesitant. So who pays the price when two people that you see nothing wrong with, and these people that have everything wrong with him? Who pays the price? Some of y'all like, man, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Like, do you. But there's some of us that are plagued by a thing called loyalty. And sometimes loyalty can be used against you or can be used to aid you. And unfortunately with this YouTube shit, these loyalties that be forged cause people to suffer that are in the middle because they don't know where they are forced to watch lives and not even comment. They are forced to watch lives and not even comment because they like, what are they saying about me? AZ Ruction came in alive and told me he had a bone to pick with me. I naturally assumed it was 60 days in, but it wasn't. It was about Lance. It was about Lance. And I promise you, I have never had a negative interaction with Lance off the yard. Never had a negative interaction with him. And I don't go digging into people's personal business because that's not my job. So what he done and what he done before then, that's not my job to sit here and investigate this person who I haven't had a negative interaction. All our interactions has been on some type of business, and that's it. Never really got personal. But because I make a comment, I'm a supporter of them and everything that they've done in their past. That's YouTube for you. When people will show you, like you can look at people and see how quick they turn on their partners. You can look at them and see how quick they turn on them. And add that to your iOS, whatever you're download it to your system, how quick you see them turn on people. See, like I said, if I seen people do snake shit to people and punk them out, like I'm gonna be honest. If I see somebody get punked out, I kind of feel like they deserve it. That's just me though. That's me. Like, no, that was who I was. That was who I was. Who I was, I expect everybody to have heart. So let me be honest. Who I was, I expect everybody to have heart and to stand up for themselves. But being somebody that came up in prison, you're taught that if they ain't gonna stand up for themselves, then what you look like sacrificing yourself. That's what I was taught. So however I could work that rightfully by saying like if somebody getting punked, they deserve not necessarily that. I'm just saying if somebody is getting punked, virtually punked, like they may have a platform. They may be cool. They may play music. They may do all that shit. But once they get virtually punked, that's the same thing as getting punked on the yard. Everybody done seen that shit. Everybody done seen that shit. And you gotta walk back to your cell. That's the walk of shame. You get punked in front of everybody and you gotta walk back to the yard. Gotta walk back to your cell. I seen a motherfucker punk out when the homies got rushed by the IEs and the bounty hunters and stabbed up. The homie that ran, that nigga, you know, the yard was down for a while. So when that nigga got up and had to walk back to his cell, the whole yard had to see, you didn't help your homies. You didn't help your homies. So when that nigga got back to his cellie wasn't even from Sacramento. His cellie was from somewhere else. As soon as that nigga tried to come in the cell, he fired on him. Bah! Nigga, get up out of here. You didn't even help your homies. I don't want your bitch ass around me. So remember when I said plagued by that thing called loyalty? It's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse, because if you deal with somebody straight up and they ain't showed you no bad, then you're going to kind of keep going with the relationship because they ain't really showed you no bad towards you. But then there's stuff that they do to other people that you got to take note of. Because if they do it to them, they'll do it to you. So if that homie left them niggas, if that homie left the homies on the yard like that, then that nigga's a coward. And if he lived them, he'll leave me too. The thing about it is, this is real life. This is freedom. We free out in this world. That's why I say it's a price that people that transition from prison to streets, it really is a fucking transition, a mental transition. A process. We all want to be better. Only way we can be better is by guarding our energy and directing it where it's supposed to be. So when friends become enemies and enemies become friends, the people that are in the middle, they don't have a voice. So I'm bringing light to them people that's in the middle, that's caught up between friends that used to be enemies and enemies that used to be friends. Remember what I said about I expect everybody to have heart? Yeah, well, that shit bleeds to YouTube too. I expect you to stand on your YouTube square even more, because this ain't prison. This ain't real life. This is YouTube. So I expect people to stand on a square and go wherever they want to go, talk to who they want to talk to, and not have to feel bad about it at all. That's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to feel bad about it at all. Now, when that person or people start disrespecting you as a person or as a man or as a woman, then that's when it's time for you to go. When that energy ain't reciprocated, that's when it's time for you to go. Like if you giving all but ain't getting nothing back, it's time for you to go. It's group effort. Group effort. It don't take a rocket scientist to do the math. 1 + 1 + 1 = 4. +1 = 5. And you build from there. But you build from what really means something to you. You don't build on no fake shit. You build on something that really means something to you. Am I talking over people's heads? Benji said I got some. He said I got weird game. Benji said I got weird game. Is it? It might be. I just be expressing myself. So if you're in the middle of two people that have a problem with each other, stand on your square. Let them work it out. Hope they work it out between them. Hope they work it out between them. All right. Blunt gone. Platform open. Link posted. Damu, I would love to have you come on and share some insight. unless you are where I think you are. If you are where I think you are, then don't take no chances. But if you among us, man, I would love for you to come on. I talked about a lot, and the questions are open. Drina, it's a loss all the way around. Definitely. Hey, shit, hit the link. Hit that link and follow it through. You got an Apple or Android? Because if you got an Android, it'll probably go all the way through. If it's an Apple, you might got to switch to Chrome. So we're gonna play while we getting guests on. We're gonna play something. Not no music, of course. Who's this? Wolf Walkeezy. Hey, what's going on? Which has a bug that causes echo.
Echo. Good.
All right, what's going on? All right, what's going on, Damu?
What's up, Dirk?
Man, I'm glad to finally meet you, man.
I told you we was on the yard together, boy.
Where?
Chilling.
Where was we at?
It's double play.
I think you got two windows open.
I do.
Just go to YouTube. You go to YouTube and hit pause. Damn. Come back. But turn YouTube off. Go to YouTube, hit the link, but turn YouTube off. All right, you got echo?
Is I'm back?
Yep. You hear echo?
No, not no more.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we was. I had just. What year you hit D York?
D Yard and Salinas?
Yeah.
2000.
That's when I was there.
Yeah, 2000.
But I don't remember you in this. I don't remember you in the cell with Money Mike though.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that Money Mike. When I got there, I was in the cell with AJ from Swans.
AJ.
And then after AJ, no, matter of fact, when I first got there, I was in the cell with D Hunt, the homie. And he went home, and I was in the cell with AJ. And then after AJ, I was in the cell with Money Mike.
D Hunt.
Yep. Matter of fact, me and Money Mike was so much trouble together. They separated us. I went to the hole for. Was you there? Was you there for the riot?
We was up. We was in. We was. I was there. I left. That's when I went to B Yard during that lockdown.
And then I ended up coming to B Yard. But I'm talking about the blood and Crip riot.
Yeah, when Money Mike chased that nigga Tate all down and tore his ass up.
Okay, me and Money Mike was Sellies.
Yeah, I wasn't on the yard. We didn't even get to the yard that day.
Hey, are you from IE?
Yeah, I'm from Miami.
So remember, I was the one that took off on Evil in the 6 and 5 building. Evil, the nigga that was from San Diego. He was from Lincoln Park, Peru, but he was in IE.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, that nigga almost threw me over the tier. I was in the look. I was in there with Swiss, Ben, and Mystery,
That's
and
we was all in the same building.
right, and Rico was in that building.
They, I hit that I hit Dior in '99.
So you
No,
remember when the Bulldogs took off on the white boys?
nah, I was gone. When I was there, the Bulldogs was taking off on each other.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I heard about you. Was you there for Bullwink and Beater Nut?
When they stab each other on the grass.
When they ran through the police?
Damn.
When the nigga sliced bricks from Bounty Hunters.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I remember that shit. I remember Brisk and I was there when that shit happened.
Yeah, that's classic history.
I remember that. And then the boy came back. He had came back.
Yeah, and that's when they rushed him and got on this shit.
I remember your boy D Hunt too. D Hunt was I ran back into D Hunt in New Folsom in 2005.
Yeah, shit. I bumped into him out here in real life in Florida.
Florida?
Hell yeah.
That nigga he doing good?
I don't know, man. I remember. Let's just say it like this. I had heard he had died and made a whole ass video. You know, felt it and all that shit. Only to get a call from his daughter and say, "He ain't dead."
Yeah.
He did get shot up though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. So can I ask you some questions, man? Like, can I ask you where you from in IE? Like,
shit, I'm from Barstow, California.
Barstow.
Yeah, from Neighborhood Drive.
That's right. Hey, I love Barstow. You know why? Because that represents home sweet home. After coming from across the country, driving from Atlanta and Florida and Virginia and shit, when you get to Barstow, that's home sweet home.
Get that 40 up. You hit that 40.
Man, I'm telling you, when you see that welcome to California, oh man.
Yeah, that shit start right there. And a lot of people don't know that.
Shit, unless you travel, shit. I done slept at that Walmart with the dusty ass parking lot in the back.
Yeah.
With the liquor store across the street
with the little liquor store across the street.
and from the AM/PM.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I know my shit. I remember I pulled up to that AM/PM, right? Motherfucker sold me some J's. I ain't, this shit. I don't know about Jordans like this at this time. I ain't even been out of prison that long, but I think I got the ones. I take these motherfuckers home, go to the little homie. I'm like, hey, is these him? These him? And he looked at me, looked at the shoes, too, and he was like, nah, big bro. Nah, these ain't him, big bro.
That's a rocking little city, bro.
It is. It's a dusty city too.
Yeah, it is.
What's that store called? Food Max right there by the DMV.
Food for less. Yeah.
Food for less. Yeah, that's where. Man, look, I had got when I was on the run. I had got a driver's license in like Florida and shit. So I was official. But when I got caught up out there, they took my shit. So I was driving all the way across the country with nothing, scared as motherfucker. When I got to Barstow, I went to that DMV, and I got my California license right back. I love Barstow.
Yeah, it's hot right there. That little strip right there with all them apartments and all that shit. It's like that's like the whole little area right there. It's like a lot of individuals came from like LA down further down south, you know what I mean, to the low income apartments and all that shit right there. So it's like crazy right there.
What about them apartments right behind AM/PM?
Over there by the Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah. Them is kind of similar, but them is a little bit more cooler. there on Virginia Way. Virginia Way, you know what I mean? But them apartments is kind of the same kind of element, though. You know what I mean?
Because you know it's right off the exit.
It's like
So
a
shit,
freeway, dog.
that's a trip. How I know about this?
Hey, I'm tripping though. I'm be like, damn, this nigga don't know the city and shit. Hey, but I don't even. I go back and forth, but I live out here in Salinas. I live in Salinas right now.
Oh, okay. The last thing I used to say about your city is it's part of the 3 Bs. For me, like somebody that traveled a lot, the 3 Bs, and then you there. Bakersfield, Barstow, and then Baker. Once you hit them 3 Bs,
Yeah,
you there.
yeah. Because you're gonna hit, especially coming from out of state, you're gonna hit Baker, then Barstow, then Bakersfield.
Yep. And then if you coming the other way when you hitting Bakersfield, then it's a straight shot home.
Yeah.
So the 3 Bs. Hey, so it's some people that's watching that want to know. I've been tiptoeing around this, but you had a homie on the yard, and his name was Crab. Do you remember him?
His name was what?
Crab.
Crab.
He was from Paris.
Only Crab I ever ran into was Marcelli. Was the homie OG Crab from 90. It's Crabtree, light skinned.
Nah, this one was a youngster because we was all young. But people don't believe me. But he was on that yard. But so my question to you that people probably want to know is how you get the name Damu.
I'm 47, so shit. My pops did a little time. You know what I'm saying? Like in the late 70s. I mean, the late 60s, early 70s. It was like highly into the movement. It was part of the BGF and shit. So his name was Damu. It's Swahili name. So when he came home, I was his first son. You know what I mean? When he came home, he just named me Damu. Well, he named me after him, which is Stanley, and my middle name is Damu Giz Atalifu. And
straight up,
it just went like that because you know what I mean. Back then, what they was pushing, what they was standing for, and
it's safe to say it's safe to say that your name predates gangbanging.
It do. A lot of dudes, especially on YouTube, be saying that shit. Like when they hear me talk, like your name Damu, but you a Crip. But a lot of dudes didn't even know what that meant until like 90. You know what I mean? I grew up like that, so it's not something that bothers me.
Watch this. Let me add clarity to what you just said. I went to Tracy, right? First of all, I didn't know when there was Damu, the worldwide Damu riders, I didn't know what that meant then. And I'm a blood, and I didn't know what that meant. So when I go to Tracy, right, I'm 18 years old. This is our reception. And dude come up to me from Oak Park. He says, "You a Damu?" I said, "No, I ain't no Damu. I'm a blood."
For real.
He was like, no. That means blood is Swahili. I was like, oh, okay, I got it. And I'm 18 years old. Been in blood about 5-6 years.
In there, they knew. In there, they was aware, but because you know how it is. In there, we study. But
yeah.
On the streets, it wasn't like that. So like, I went to the pen in '95, and like before that, I say probably like 94, 93. I think cats on the street kind of started hearing about and understanding what it meant. But they didn't really, it wasn't really like that. You know what I mean? Because I grew up with my name being Damu. Didn't nobody know that, homie. But at the same, I did, so it was an affliction to me. You know what I mean? I didn't really go by that. My hood name is Chano.
Yeah. Hey, well, shit. That's you. You are who you are. So but I feel the affliction though, because it's like having to explain something over and over again, and it's 100% authentic.
Exactly.
That's right. Shout out to Pops. He's still with us.
Now, Pops, he passed a few years back. I was able to spend like 5 years with him when I got out. About 5 years.
That's right. How much time you did?
I did 19.
You said 19?
Yeah.
Man, salute, man, salute. Like I don't have too many people come on that have done as much time as me, but when it happens, it's like, damn. I think of all the struggles that I went through, and the things that I seen, and can only imagine the things that you seen. And we was on D Yard, and things that happened on D Yard, they shaped me for the rest of my prison sentence. Hey, hey, look. Do you remember? I got a story about a white boy named Killer, and that was the white boy youngster when he stabbed Goofy on that basketball court. Do you remember that? I'm on the handball court by Blood Alley. He stabbed that white boy about 35, 40 times. Threw the knife over the wall to the D1 side.
I do remember that shit. I remember that shit.
And started kicking the shit out of Goofy.
I remember that shit.
Man, things like that. Me and D Hunt was cellies when that happened. Things like that, like we didn't talk. Like I explained to people, me and D Hunt after that, seeing that shit from here to like 5 feet away, me and D Hunt didn't talk for like damn near 2-3 days in the cell. And it wasn't that he was mad at me. It's just that shit fucked us up. And then finally when we broke the silence, it was like, so he was like, son, I've seen a lot in my life, but that fucked me up.
Hey, and the Bloods on D Yard back then was vicious, bruh.
We had to be.
Bloods on that yard was vicious. I was like,
I listen, in that riot that you talked about with Marcelli, Money Mike, when he chased the nigga around the table. There was only two Bloods out there with knives, and that was me and Money Mike, and we stayed up all night. So every Crip,
I believe that.
Not bragging. I'm just. But every Crip that had a puncture hole in them was from either me or Money Mike.
I believe that. I low key remember that shit, bro.
That's why all the Crips wanted to kill me.
We didn't get to the yard, and I remember it wasn't. I remember it was I can't even remember what that shit was over, but
it was the nigga Boo from Raymond, but really it was Concrete. Concrete was talking shit to Cowboy in the shower, and then Boo got at me, was like, yeah, if y'all don't get rid of Concrete, then we gonna get rid of him for you, and you already know that's a no go. And so the word was to come out strapped. But the fucked up part is none of the other Bloods came out strapped other than me and Money Mike. We stayed up.
Because I don't think it was that serious to everybody like that.
Yeah, nah, really, it wouldn't have involved the IEs, and I don't think it would have involved. It didn't involve the Hoovers because Bodine took all the Hoovers to the side and was
Bodine would have let. Yeah, we wasn't gonna get in that.
Yeah, that was really like. I mean, I stabbed a Christian in the face on accident in that riot.
Hey, so was you there when Big H from Compton passed away?
Nope, I heard about it though. He was sitting in the MTA and fell out.
Yeah,
I heard about that, and I think, hey, matter of fact, not to get you in nothing, but this is when Big U was on that yard, wasn't he?
Nah, Big U wasn't. Big U was on. At that time, he was. I think he already had left. Cause I was on A Yard in '97 with Big U.
Yeah, because he said this is Big U said. Big U said the night Tupac got killed, that he was talking on a cell phone, and when he heard that Pac got killed. Now I was in Salinas Valley from '97 to 2005. I know when cell phones hit. This nigga was a bold-faced lie. That's just my opinion. Hey.
Hold on. He said that he had a cell phone in '96.
In '96, when Tupac got killed.
Never. Never.
That's the only problem I ever had with Big U because
Yeah.
we was there. Like we know the struggles. We used to just dream about cell phones. Like that would be nice one day. You ain't
Shit,
hear about
we didn't even have CD players then, bro. We still had the tape
the
Walkman.
tapes. Yes.
They didn't even switch that shit until like 2000.
2000 exactly. The
But
same.
when we actually really started getting cell phones and DVD players is when they switched that shit.
Yeah.
Because they had certain COs, and I was on CR when that shit happened. The white dude Archibald was like letting motherfuckers slide shit through if they put certain shit in the package.
I remember Archibald.
Yeah, he was letting motherfuckers. That's when and that was like 2000 and I want to say 2003. You know what I'm
Nigga,
saying?
you've been thugged by Piscord. Nigga, you've been thugged by.
Fuck. Damn, man. The fucking trolls. Caught their ass though. And hey, I remember Archibald. And I also remember, like, okay, so this is when I really hit DR. I hit DR. I hit CR right after 9/11. When 9/11 happened, I was in the hole.
See, I was on DR.
Right. Okay. So then I hit CR, and they had me on CR for about 5 days in C8. And this is around the time that there was that war that had happened on CR because we was at war with the Southsiders. And
Yeah.
then they pulled up a van. They told me I was going to 5 building. I thought I was going to C5. Them motherfuckers sent me to D5. So I would say 2 weeks after 9/11, I was on DR. You remember Big Cleaves?
Big Cleve?
Yeah.
Yeah, promoter.
You remember when they rushed him
Yeah,
and he went blind?
yeah. When they threw that shit on him and
They
shit.
threw that shit on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that shit.
That was my guy. You remember when that nigga betted all that shit against the Asians on that pool?
Big Cleve was solid, homie.
It's solid in the motherfucker. That nigga hit a nigga named Dean from Stockton in the eye on BR. That nigga had a black eye for about 4 months.
I hit DR. I was on DR probably like 6 months, and then my homie Rico, Swiss, Ben, KB, all them niggas got into it with the Damus on BR and came over there with me.
I was there.
On BR?
I was on BR. I was there.
Yeah.
I watched it all. Matter of fact, have you heard? Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I just give you the highlights. That boy Swiss. I'm gonna tell you that nigga Ragtime picked Swiss up and tried to lean back. Whole time that nigga Swiss was stabbing this nigga nuts off.
Yeah.
That nigga Rico when he first knocked Bosco, bow. That nigga Rico slipped, and that's when them niggas activated. But the first time he fired on Bosco, the Bosco went to Tiny Loco and was like, yeah, Tiny Loco like, blood, what happened? That nigga told him what happened. By the time Tiny Loco got around the track, like he walked the lap. By the time he walked the whole lap, every blood on that yard damn near was in that pack. When they came around and it was supposed to be 1-on-1. As soon as he knocked Rico knocked that nigga again, it was on and cracking.
That's scary.
Yeah,
That was a scandalous move though. It was other shit behind it though, because you know the homie was plugged up with the millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Daquan, I don't know who you are, and I ain't even about to gamble and letting you in. What are you? So you was on CR first before you hit DR?
Yeah, I was on yeah. I hit CR for like 6 months and then went back to the hole, and that's when I went to DR in '99.
Was you there when y'all and the Bounty Hunters took off on the homies?
I was on the other side. You talking about with KB and Dawu and them?
Yeah, Four Finger Dave. That was the story I was talking about earlier. That's what I was talking about, that situation.
So my homie Dirt.
Yeah.
You remember Dirt?
Yeah, I remember Dirt.
My homie Dirt and Money came to the hole. They was back there in the hole with me. Because I was in the hole when that shit happened. And then they went back to the yard, and that's when I came out. Because I was fighting the DA referral off A yard at that time.
I hit
And I ended up
I hit a yard in two. Let me see. I caught my attempted murder in 2000, and I hit a yard in 2000, the end of 2000. Right, not too long after the X-rated ride.
that's what I was gonna say. So you see, I was in the hole when that shit happened.
I was in the hole pretty much when that shit happened.
What?
Like summer '99.
Yeah,
Cause remember they sent Dot Dog over to B yard.
I remember that.
Yeah. And they sent him to B yard, and then X-rated, they brought him over, but he was in 5 building. Every time they moved that nigga, it was like a presidential escort.
It was. Hey, my nigga Hoover Line had X-rated in the hole when I got there going the first, second, and third draw. Nigga, that nigga was like, nigga, send me a list, homie.
Man, Hoover Line, man.
I was like, damn.
That was before Hoover Line caught that other one, huh?
Yeah.
You know he caught another one.
Yeah, he caught it after that.
Yeah. That's a cold way to catch one too. That nigga hit his back on that motherfucking water fountain, and it went bad from there.
That's why I think I say like to your topic, what you had on your topic today, like when it's beef like that, or you know what I mean, this shit like that, it's a loss on both sides, homie. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
I didn't really even though I did a lot of time, I didn't really get harmed like that. You know what I'm saying? And even though I was on the victorious side, most of the times, it still was a adverse effect on a nigga mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think do you still? How long you been out?
I got out. I paroled in 2014.
Okay, and I came home 2013. So a lot of the realizations and things that we went through were similar. So, do you still to this day feel adverse effects?
Not like when I first came home, but I do. Just because how can I say it? That mentality is still in me, even though I'm my age.
Mm-hmm.
But I know how to control it now. You know what I mean? So that's a battle in itself. You know what I'm saying? But on the duality, I got a family. You know what I mean? I came home, had 6 kids, got married, got a career. You know what I'm saying? I go to work. You know what I mean? So I don't really I'm away from that shit. Other than you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Some of my comrades calling me and shit, but I live a totally different life now. So
yeah,
that gives me the other side of what your question was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now I'm the other person than I was when I was young. You know what I mean? So if I would have battled myself, either way it went, it was a loss because I pushed a side away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion on it.
I said earlier, it's a transition to go from that mentality to civilian mentality. It's a transition, and I don't think that you ever fully transition. I think there's always going to be a part of you that's not. Well, for me, I did 20, and you did 19. So I believe there's a part of us that's never going to forget or fully let go of that, and it's going to peak in certain ways. Like for me, I can't be around loud, excited people. I can't do it because the first thing I get to do is looking around at the reaction to these people around that got something to say about this person being loud. And I start flashbacking to the yard. When I see loud, that means trouble about to follow. So as soon as I get around them type of people, it make me nervous.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt y'all. Good conversation. Respectfully salute Dirty Weather and Damu. and
Yeah.
everybody in the chat. I just want to offer my opinion just on your content, your subject, right quick. And in the words of Nate Dogg, stand on your square and be loyal to yourself, right? And in doing that, sometimes it feels like we have to choose sides, but we really don't if we just stay true and loyal to ourselves and don't allow someone to dictate our moves like we are puppets because we are real people. This has been going on for a long time, since elementary school. And when it has crossed over to the internet and we support one channel or community and we support another channel or community and the leaders of those get into it, we may feel divided. That's almost like the Kennel and Dirty Nation. If Nate and Dirt got into it to the point where it calls the Kennel subs and the Dirty Nation subs, which they're almost the same subs, to choose a side, then to me it's gone too far. Because here's the thing, it's like a relationship or a marriage. You gonna get into it, you're gonna have differences. So the people that is uninvolved should avoid the temptation to choose sides, because at the end of the day they're gonna get back together. They're gonna get back together, and then you're gonna be the outsider because you had an opinion one way or another. So, like I said, in the words of Nate Dogg, stay true to yourself, stay loyal to yourself, and stand on your square. Know who you are, and you can have an opinion about something, but it doesn't necessarily mean you have to choose one side over the other. You can go wherever you want to go. There's this type of beef going on in all different types of sectors. I promise you. In the Christian community, in the gardening community, you got micro farmer against African dreaming, but they all got the same subs. I didn't know there was beef going on there. So I'm all up in micro farmers chat, and then I'm all up in African Dreaming chat, only to find out that they beefing with one another. So what does that look like? It look like I'm choosing one side over the other? No, I'm being true and loyal to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just what I had to offer, and I'm gonna let y'all gentlemen handle
Hey,
it.
Hey, imagine being the lowest guy on a totem pole going through that though.
the lowest or the what did you say? The lowest or
I'm just saying if we look at stat wise, right?
you're right.
Like, I mean, nigga, and these niggas be hating on me, nigga.
Hey, this one right here, I kind of then said it's already cast out the bag. Like I didn't already mention names and shit.
Yeah,
So
no.
for people that could try to understand, I don't want to talk over their head. After that, after I didn't already went there.
Hey, I was over here then finna get into it.
Hey, Ben, this Damu right here, he from IE.
Salute.
Slow,
See,
bro.
hey, that's
Right on.
when you see two people like remember when I said you did 19 years? When the reality hit me, I was like, damn, we going through the same shit, all the shit. You see how we connecting through stories and experiences, how our timelines are in sync. That shit. That's why, man. We could, me and Dom, I already know we can sit here and talk till the fucking sun comes down.
Hey, so trip, Dirt. This why I say I don't really beef like that. Like I had when I seen you on 60 Days In, you don't remember when I made that comment? Like, why would you go on there doing all that time?
Mm-hmm.
And what you see, you remember what you said?
No.
You don't remember what you said?
I was too busy fighting hella people.
That nigga was like, nigga, he was like, nigga, I went for the bag. You said something like I went for the bag. I was just tripping off of it because at first you had looked like somebody hella familiar when the shit first came on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought you was somebody else. I thought you was the homie from Do Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I started listening, then you was saying your little shit. You was from Cali and whoop, and I was like, there, this is it. And then I seen something. I don't know if it was that first episode you said you was from Sac. I was like, damn, that ain't the homie. So I just watched it and was like, damn, you had said you had did all that time, and I was saying it from my point of view, I wouldn't do that. Just knowing that it's, you know what I'm saying, what it is.
Yeah.
From the point of view I know. And what you had said, like made sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it didn't throw me, it didn't deter me, or it didn't
You talking
keep
about you
me
talking
from
about
watching no channel.
you talking about me knowing right from wrong and how to go about it and get
Yeah,
my bag and get on?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's real talk, what Damu just said, because that right there caused a lightweight division. Some thought, well, I cannot rock with him anymore because he went on a show that has a connotation of telling on people. And then others were like, well, I'm going to still rock with him because, he A1 from day one and I know what he know right from wrong, but it still inevitably caused a division in people and felt like they had to choose a side, when in reality, if you know who you rocking with and you know what your purpose is, then you stand on that and don't let nobody else sway you. If you're gonna make the decision not to fool with somebody, then that's your decision. It's not because somebody else made you or persuaded you not to fool with that person. Just like you was talking about, you rock with Lance, you rock with Jay.
Yeah.
So, like, since just because they have a misunderstanding right now, it would behoove anybody to choose a side, and here's why: because at the end of the day, they've been friends long before this YouTube stuff. They worked together, built businesses together, and things. So when not if, but when they come to a resolve, what is everybody else gonna do?
Yeah. That's the people in that's the uninvolved. You got the good, the
Uninvolved.
bad, the uninvolved. So Benji, and and
Yeah.
I know that you are expert in this field. Where does that leave you? And I'm gonna say, let me lead you into this. At Benji,
Mm-hmm.
as somebody that has stood his ground through
Mm-hmm.
many beefs, he stood your ground.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You've been able to look in the face of people that switched sides and went back and forth and all that, and you standing on your square. What does that look like?
Business to the beehive.
Yeah. But how do you but you've seen how it made people feel though. What was you able to
Yeah.
see when they switched
Uh,
sides? They switched sides and then all of a sudden now they gotta come back with their tail between their legs and you was like shit, I'm the same nigga.
uh, it's uh, it's kind of crazy, bro, that you say that because now it's like motherfuckers is gravitating to me, right? But like I said before, niggas tried to smash my character already on here in the beginning, and I had to gain all that back. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even without the help of people that I know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even involve my family in this shit. So you know what I'm saying? So me going through it by myself at that, because a lot of people can die, vouch for me, whatever. I don't need all that extra shit. I don't want that. But other than that though, I mean, you gotta have tough skin in this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you just gotta have tough skin, bro. Because motherfuckers gonna try to hit you over the head. But I think at the end of the day, like I've been telling everybody, man, I don't get down like that, my nigga. You feel me? And I stand on one thing only, period. So, and that's all it is, and that's respect and self respect, really. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, nigga, I don't give a fuck what niggas do. Get that nigga out of here. You know what I'm saying? So really, I don't care. I don't care what you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You gotta have tough skin, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I have, and the people coming back to me, I just be laughing like, damn, I told you I was a cool nigga the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I just let it go past. Let them have their feelings, cause they still gonna have their feelings. You know what I'm saying?
D
No
Shell,
matter what.
what's up, man? This Benji, man. You met Benji
So
before? You met Benji before?
Yeah,
Man.
man. You know I know Benji, man.
Oh shit, man. I can't tell, man. Y'all cool? I don't know. Shit. I can't tell.
Yeah, we
Y'all ain't
Ain't
say
nothing to
straight.
y'all,
tell.
y'all came on. Y'all ain't said nothing to each other. You know me. I'm just
I was
outside looking
talking.
I
in.
wasn't gonna jump. I'm, I ain't the
I
type to
was
jump in
talking.
and interrupt somebody when they talking.
Oh, my
Yeah, I was
bad.
talking.
My
Yeah.
bad.
No, hey, no, look. My bad. The nigga text me. I didn't even know he text me. I didn't see my shit. Good looking. Salute. Salute D shit.
Oh man, my guys.
No, he texted me
Hey,
something the other day
on
Hey,
though.
the
hey,
But
I
yeah,
but
that
got
was
that's
a
some.
while
between
back,
us
but
though. What he texted me is between us though. So nobody will know.
Yeah, I don't
well,
know
don't
nothing.
mention this
But
shit, and then won't nobody even have a clue what happened.
thank you.
Yeah, I don't know nothing. I promise you. Hat to the left. Hey,
I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you for having me on your panel. Prime example, what D Shep and Benji just did right now. They text behind the scenes. They know each other behind the scenes. They talk offline, and the world don't know that. So just because they may have an opinion about one another on a platform in a particular moment of time doesn't
That
mean
part.
that I'm not fooling with D Shep no more because he fucking with Benji. You don't know what's going on. So
That part.
D Shep, you're married. Dirt and I, we've been together for quite some time. Benji, you married. Damu, I don't know if you're in a relationship, if you married or not, but
6
that's
kids.
I married. I
Pop.
married.
okay. So then we already know this is an example right here. You do not talk to your relatives or friends about your significant other. Why? Because it's gonna blow in your face. Because y'all gonna still end up back together, and then you leave a nasty taste in their mouth.
Yep.
Hey,
That's it.
Yeah.
sis. Speaking
Yeah.
on that,
My
sis,
mother.
right? And then you still talk more shit when you get back in that house, right?
That
And then you
part.
know she's still around, right? And she still hit you with, nigga, I spoke my truth type shit. Like, damn, nigga, shut up.
I think when you get to talking about your significant other or anybody, you like you creating a perception of that person to who you talking to or you trying to,
Facts.
and
Facts.
that's not cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Facts.
Off top, you supposed to just let you know what I mean. Everybody get their own vibe off of somebody, but when you dealing with somebody and you see that, you know what I mean, just going through it. Uh, I just like leave people alone like that. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
I'm in the mode of preventing the bullshit in life. I'm trying to enjoy life. Uh, so like what you were saying, Benji was going through. I kind of understand. I don't, but I kind of get a little vibe of it. But it's, and when dudes did do something scandalous towards me, and they had to come back and face me, I never took a high road and took my position and utilized it to, you know what I mean, stomp on them even more. You know what I mean? Sometimes some of them type of people can be more loyal to you than, you know, people that you might think is loyal to you. Just because they know,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, they've been exposed.
Talk
You
that
know what I mean?
40.
Mm-hmm.
So
Talk that
now
48.
you know
Talk
what
that
you're dealing
48
with.
then.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Laws of power.
This is cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it should be about. This is grown men talking. This is grown men like putting things out there. Like it's not being over emotional. You're basically sharing your experiences for the embetterment and empowerment of others. Because I guarantee you, on this panel, we are not the only ones that are going through this type of thing. So when we gonna keep our emotions in check, we avoid the temptation to air out our dirty laundry on the internet because we are content creators and we have people that look up to us and they may never even leave a comment in the chat, but I promise you it could change the entire trajectory of their life, of their day, how they move. Because they could be anywhere else, but they chose to be on your platform. And what is it that you're spewing out? Everybody not come on here just to be positive, right? They just come on here to shoot their shit or whatever. And that's fine. That's real beautiful. But when it crosses over and you're making your subscribers and your community and your supporters make a choice, whether they're going to rock with you or not, then that's when you're responsible. You're responsible. I'm gonna let it go at that. I'm gonna let y'all gentlemen have y'all conversation. This is a sausage fest up here. Y'all have a great day,
All
morning,
right, Drina.
Likewise.
All right, but
afternoon.
I mean, I came up here really in regards to this 60 days in shit. You know, I still ain't watched this shit, Dirt. Really don't plan on it. But when everybody was sitting there, you know, trying to shit on Dirt for being on that show, I'm like, y'all don't even know this fool. I knew as soon as I heard he was on the motherfucker. Oh, this motherfucker going after another bag. That's you know what I'm saying? And you know, I go back further with Dirt than most anybody.
yeah.
And shit, so I know his shit. If he can get on a motherfucking show and they gonna pay him, I know he's going.
Yeah.
That's you know, just unless it's just on some like sell your soul type shit. And in reality shit, what the fuck is selling your soul? Going on a fucking show that okay, the situation is real, but the situation ain't real.
I think
You
that
know what I'm saying?
the selling your soul version of it would have been. I would have had extra. I mean, that's deep. But I'm just saying, it would have been so tunnel vision that it would have been Dirt in there performing for the sake of the deal with the devil, I would say.
Right.
And so, yeah, I would say that was that had nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shit. Anybody that knows anything or think they know anything would already know that shit. Oh, this is just what dirt do. He gonna jump all the way back from divorce court and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
The only
So it's
thing
like
about
shit.
the only thing about them things is that shit was real. Like that divorce court and that shit was real. I was really going through that
Oh, I
shit,
already know it.
and they seen it.
But you made something out of it, and still while you was going through your situation.
Hell
That's the
yeah,
part that motherfuckers don't look at. That
yeah.
okay, I'm this man going through something that's really real. Everybody think, oh, that's just scripted. No, it's not. The actual situation may or may not be as far as the cameras are concerned, but the reality of the situation is absolutely real.
Yeah, that should
But
that should change the trajectory of my life. For me, I say for the better.
and shit, you move forward.
Hell
You got
yeah.
out of a situation that was really it not conducive to you or the direction that you was trying to head, and you ended up with someone that really appreciates you and accepts you for who you are and know that you are the motherfucker that's gonna be, ahead of the family. Feel me?
Yeah, yeah. And that shit, that's a whole
I
nother
had to
layer.
cut this nigga out for you the other day, Dirt.
Oh yeah. Saved energy.
Mm-hmm.
He said he had to cuss the nigga out for you.
I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot.
No, I got on that nigga line.
What do you have? But 60 days of hey Chef, but you was going somewhere
Yeah.
with what you want to know about the 60 days is. So because you
No,
say
I
you never
didn't want to know
watched.
shit about it. I said I never watched it and I never will. Really don't even. That shit don't move me.
Hey, you know what I would say? Really, you
Yeah, that's
beat
I'm like,
the traffic.
that's I'm like,
You beat the traffic.
care like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? What?
The reason why I say D Shep, you beat the traffic is because the way that they edited it was not me. Like they edited that shit totally unfavorable to where you'd have been like, that ain't the dirt I know.
And my old mind frame is basically a motherfucker that did 20 fucking years and got motherfuckers to vouch for him that are reputables. You in a fucking county jail in a fucking place that you've never been doing a goddamn show. What does anybody expect unless they're expecting for you to go in there and crash out on the goddamn show? That's just stupid.
For real. No, go on the show and die.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
But
And then when you, from what I understand, not to cut you off, but from what I understand, your reasoning for leaving. But oh, he left. Shit. Okay, bitch, you finna go in there. You gonna let money dictate your life
man,
or your health? You know what I'm saying? In a more direct approach. Motherfucker, if you know that you in there and you got health issues and they not giving you, then the motherfuckers that's got to be there, they have to deal with that.
yeah.
But if you don't have to be there, why the fuck would you stay?
Nah, man. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shit. I could have used that spiel right there. I should have just recorded that. And anytime somebody says something, I should have just played that.
I mean, I look at shit from a whole different aspect, man, from a real realistic approach of things because life out here real, man. And motherfuckers can get on this internet and be who the fuck they want to be. And I don't switch one way or another. I am who I am, man, and I fuck with who I fuck with.
Okay,
And
so let's get to let's bring it back to the topic then. The good, the bad, the uninvolved, or when friends become enemies and enemies become friends. Where does that leave the uninvolved, the people in the middle? Like, how does that feel? Like, how do you look at it? With two people that you 100 cool with and had no bad experiences with, but now they got problems and they issuing judgment by which way you sway. How you
our
do
groups
it?
are a prime example, my nigga. Our groups are a prime example. Winning circle, party line shit. Um, I look at it like this here, based on who I am in my relationship with Loco. I was never pressed on nothing, on where to go and who I could fuck around with. Me and him would talk and he would tell me things and give me advice or give me what his prediction of things would be. And he just tell me, D Shep, you're gonna have to look and see find out for yourself, man. And I said, all right, cool, you know, but I'm wrong. But it was never once like everybody had this whole, oh, he gonna D Shep getting cussed out because he was on such and such film. No, I'm a grown ass man. And first and foremost, that's my nigga. So when you're established as a man, we'll say, in those words, and you would be less than a man to allow another man to direct your move, especially from a distance and on the internet. We did this shit, you know, growing up as kids, turning into men. You know, our moves was being directed by other men. And now that we look back on that shit, you mute Dirk.
It's women that feel conflicted too, though. So
I mean, no, but I can't speak for them. I can only speak for me. You know what I'm saying? And so to try and lump anybody else, I don't know what everybody else's mind frame is. So I would be like really, really out of pocket to speak on what other motherfuckers is going through or how they feel.
No. I'm just saying you're making a good point. And if you could generalize it a little bit, then it might hit more.
I mean, like I say, at the end of the day, shit, if you call yourself a man or woman that stand on principle of your own, then you're gonna move the way you move. As long as you know that you're not causing any direct conflict.
So I would say there are people that are affected. Like I'm gonna give you the example that I used when I went on Lance's channel and just made a comment made a comment, salute. He took that as I rock with him and everything that he ever did in life because of somebody's channel that I said something on. So I had to sit here and bite my tongue. I didn't like how that felt to generate a problem with somebody that I don't have a problem with. Have you went through that? Because it doesn't matter what you stand on as a man.
I stayed on, you know, shit. We're doing the beginning of the fucking beef shit with them, you know, shit, man. Me and the little homie and a couple of others. We was always over there on care shit. You know what I'm saying? With no backlash because we wasn't over there. I'm not gonna go over here now. Just because I'm cool with both sides, so to speak. But I come from a certain side, and I'm over there just kicking it with whoever on the other side, whatnot. I'm not gonna sit there and let you dog my people out and not have something to say about it. You know what I'm saying? But if what's going on while I'm where I'm at, as far as being fucking with the other side or whatnot, if everything is respectful and off topic, as far as, you know, we keeping shit out of it, keeping the whole beef shit out of the conversation. But the minute a motherfucker come on and want to, I'm reading the chat and I'm hearing motherfuckers, you know, looking at motherfuckers saying, well, you know, with my name in there now, but y'all are non-factors to me. So your opinion don't matter because at the end of the day, shit, I'm here. And I got absolute power of my own to keep coming back. So what the fuck? If you don't like me, shit, tune the fuck out. That's the problem that people have. They don't know how to just click the fucking off button. Motherfuckers feel like if they leave, they gonna miss something. But when in reality, what's there to miss? Because at the end of the day, shit, we come back together. Now, not everybody, but you know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't function where I'm not wanted. First off. And that's the biggest key to the whole thing to me. If you voluntarily go into a hostile environment and expect for shit to not blow back on you, then you got everything you had coming.
To me, it's like stepping into the ring without no boxing gloves and everybody else is boxing ready. You just jump in the ring. You wasn't ready. You was in there with a suit and tie.
How you do that?
I mean, I look at it like it's levels to this shit. And for me, like I say, man, what another motherfucker eat don't make me shit on me. Never has. So with that being said, it's like I can navigate, but I also know when to basically say, all right, my nigga, you know, shit, I've been over here a lot, man. Now what y'all got going ain't conducive to anything I came over here for. So I'm just gonna politely bow out without it being a friction between me and you. because at the end of the day, I'm not there for the crowd. I'm there for the host because that's who invited me to come.
So, like, so before we get too personal with it, like, when I came with this live, I was thinking like about a lot of different genres that have the same issue, and the same
That's a lot of them.
the same issue leaves the uninvolved with this same particular feeling. Like, damn, like I really fuck with him, but these niggas is tripping. And then wait a minute. So your first step got to be your best step, because that motherfucker can be misconstrued to all other type of shit, and you just being you.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, how long you been on the internet, Damu?
I think since like 2016.
Like, have you been on any other platforms like live?
Yeah, I did an interview on my Chill channel 16 to Life.
Shout out, Chill.
Yeah.
Okay, so the video I did with the dude with PNG News, I edited that video. The guy from IE that said like he pretty much was responsible for forming it. Did you see that video for forming IE?
No.
Shit. Anybody know that the video, the dude from IE on PNG's video? Anybody know that dude's name?
He said he started IE.
Yeah, he said he formed. He brought everybody together. Shit, hey, I'm gonna find it. Yeah, he up there. Hold on. PNG News. PNG News. Media.
Chances.
Chances, yeah, chances.
I'll say this. I ain't in a position to say that he did or didn't. Because Chances is from that era that and he from that neighborhood that started it.
Shit, that's
I don't know if he's the individual that's, you know what I mean? Because I think it's a couple other homies that is older than him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna necessarily say he said he did it. I'm just gonna say that he said he was part of the table. Would that be what that
is? Chances he alive, he a reputable homie.
Yeah. Straight up, I actually wish shit. Remember I told you I edited the video, so I got to listen to the whole thing uncut.
I'm gonna go back and listen to it. I ain't even see that.
Yeah, man, it's a good listen on PNG News Media channel. Interview with OG Chances. Yeah, News Media. Matter of fact, Bay, can you post that link in the description for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, I don't know. Hey, I don't know if you've met D Shep down here in the corner. D Shep, can y'all introduce yourself, please?
Hey, what's good with you, Damu?
I was just listening to you. You sound like a real knowledgeable brother.
I mean, a lot of it is life experiences, my dude, and just being, I would say, being in. I won't say put in because most anything you do, you volunteer. There ain't nobody putting no gun to your head. But involving myself in situations that had I had a chance to do it again, I wouldn't, or being involved in situations under false pretenses.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you just take a lot of life shit, man, that you're really dealing with, and you got to learn. For me, I separate my life from this shit. You know, my people when I'm on, I'm at work or whatnot, and I cam up, all they see is, oh, this nigga is construction worker. Some motherfuckers want to call me a mechanic. I done made, been on live, fixing on my truck or whatever. I'm just a motherfucker that know how to do. I know a little bit about a lot, man. And I've met a lot of people throughout my lifetime from different walks of life, man, that have been inspirational in different aspects of. So, you can take what's gonna be meaningful and help you in your walk and get rid of other shit because it don't mean nothing.
Yeah, as long as you remain receptive to it, you know what I mean,
You have
and
to.
stay trying to understand and a student of life. You know what I mean. You that's basically what we talking about, though. But I feel that 100.
That's that sponge. That's that sponge.
I mean, I shit just like motherfuckers will sit back and adhere to things that I say. Shit, I adhere to things that other people say. I didn't learn all this shit on my own. Lessons. Some lessons was hard, some was easy, and some you just learn watching other motherfuckers, so you know what not to do or how not to move.
Yeah.
Hey, let me say this real quick, because Smoke, I think he got it confused. I didn't say that Chance started IE. I didn't say that. That's impossible. It's Inland Empire. I'm talking about the car as far as Bloods and Crips functioning together under one umbrella. He was part of that table. I don't mean he started IE. I don't remember that.
I knew what you were saying because Chances is from the projects and they the original San Bernardino projects is the original, you know what I'm saying, Black Rag. They the original Black Mafia, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he's from that era. But that's in San Bernardino. I'm from the desert. I'm from Boston, so I don't really. I couldn't. That's why I said I couldn't really speak to the fact of that. Because when I was on the street, we was full. My neighborhood is full fledged Crippin'. We neighborhood driving Crips. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. I started representing IE when I started doing time, and you know what I mean, understanding the politics, and
Who
just
is that?
that's something that is in our area that you know what I mean. Different gangs in the street gangs choose to fall up under. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, so he
just
fall up
more
under that.
destruction.
He follow you. So you saying that he fall up under that 714 instead of the 909
Yeah,
because 714 IE Mob was like the first ones over in the Jets. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. But I was saying like, who said they? I thought you said someone said they started IE. I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah. I
I was
seen
like,
it.
hell.
He took that motherfucker all the way up Grand Ave.
yeah.
I
See,
was like, what? Shit,
where
I'll
I'm
go
from,
back to the dirt streets
we
with
used to
Grand
hear
Ave
about
if you want to go there,
7
nigga. Hit
I mob,
horsebacks and
you know what I
all the
mean?
shit. What you
So
mean?
Chances is like he from that era that that pulled all the homies in San Bernardino like together when they was like going through their little wars on the streets out there. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah, I was born there. I know exactly about it. I was born in Medical Center Hospital. But yeah, I was just asking because all of my family is from there. You feel what I'm saying? So I was just like wondering. I didn't know what he was saying when he had said that. That was all. It ain't nothing.
That's right. That's right.
What it do, Smoke?
You probably know my family members. What's up with it, B Shep?
I was gonna ask you, I didn't want to be disrespectful or nothing.
How old are you?
I'm 47.
Yeah, you up there with my brother Paris and all them, Country and Wilbur and Lance and motherfucking Kareem from the Heights and all of that. Daniel P's age and
You
all
said
of them.
Paris?
Huh? Can you understand me?
You said Paris?
Yeah, that's my brother, Paris.
I know Paris.
Skinny Paris. His
Wilbur.
mom, Charlene.
Yup.
Yeah, that's my brother, my big brother.
That's right.
He from Magnolia States.
The States.
Yeah.
That's right. I know a few homies from the States. I know the homie Glenn Dawson, homie G Nut.
Dawson? That nigga with the glasses. Dawson from the Jets, I thought.
Nah, he said Glenn Dawson from the States.
Hold on. Because there's a couple of Dawsons. So, Ray Dawson and all them, rest in peace. You feel me? Those, it's a lot of them. So it's a couple of them. It's a whole family of them niggas.
I only know Glenn. I only know him from doing time.
Okay, yeah, I know these fools from school.
Yeah.
I went to school with them niggas. Ray Dawson, all of them.
Yeah, I don't know, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he died. He died like back in like 91, 92.
That's where you from
Pretty.
the
I'm from the Heights out here, but I was raised out there. I
Hey,
was born
Smoke.
out there and raised out here. What's happening?
Hey, Smoke. So now that you done came on the panel, you know, I
Talk
didn't
to me.
ask. I didn't ask everybody these questions. So
What?
I would love your insight.
Go for it.
When friends become enemies and enemies become friends, what happens to the uninvolved?
They get dragged into it unintentionally
Okay, and then
because
when
niggas is looking at because both sides is looking at the loyalty of that person. You feel what I'm saying? Are you gonna fuck with me or you fucking with them? You know what I'm saying? And if you mess with the other person and you messing with me, it's like I don't know.
so you
I don't know.
see
lean
that
more
that
towards a
neutral
conflict
person
of
can be the
interest.
strength though.
Me myself, I don't care who you mess with. As long as you ain't over there talking shit about me, we good.
That's
I don't
that's
give a
and that's
damn
what
what
I
you
was
doing.
gonna say, Smoke. Yeah, because you know I used to be over on care shit all the time at the height of that
Yeah,
fucking war shit. And as long as it wasn't, so you can function and still be, you can be a factor from where you're from, and function with whoever the fuck on this internet shit. We'll say you can,
right.
you can be on both. You can function on the other side. Uh, but you know how our politics, man. As far as that shit concerned, man. As long as you're not over there kikiing and ha and agreeing, and while the motherfucker sitting there just dogging, dragging your fucking people, that's just there's just a no to that. But you can stay uninvolved and still,
Yeah,
interact with both people. That's the problem. Motherfuckers like to choose sides instead of saying, "Hey, I fuck with both." You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And not just say it, but your actions prove it. Because motherfuckers
yeah,
is always watching. You know that shit 24 hours a goddamn day. Somebody watching. And you got motherfuckers that don't have a problem. They looking. They watching not to watch and enjoy, but they watching just so they can find something to go back and tell somebody else from where they come from. Oh,
Okay,
such and
right,
such is over there doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
okay. Let me pull it back. And like I say, I'm resisting the temptation to let it be so personable, because then people will think you're talking about them. So let me bring it back out. Jay Williams and Lance. I ain't never had a problem with Lance ever. But me and Jay been cool for the long time. Business on and off YouTube, right? So all of a sudden they fall out. I ain't never had a problem with Lance. And so I'm expected to pick and choose to resist the temptation to comment on certain people's stuff because they're waiting because of, I guess, how long I've been around or my status or whatever. It means something for when my shit pops up on somebody as a big YouTuber showing support, and that shit got flipped up and took up the street and back down.
Hmm.
So
So you've been on the uninvolved side, is what you're saying.
I've been shit rocking the good rhymes. I've been rocking
So
the
this
good
some
rhymes.
YouTube. This like some YouTube. A YouTube issue.
Yeah. That's why I asked you earlier. Really, what I meant was, how long have you been paying attention?
Oh yeah,
Like,
because I'm lost.
yeah,
But
okay,
just standing on principle, homie, I wouldn't. That's what I was saying earlier. Like the motherfucker that's in the neutral position could be the strength, bruh. Like you know what I mean. I could deal with both. Me personally, can't nobody make me to shit. You know what I mean? If I'm dealing with dirt and I'm dealing with 16 to life, that's just what it is, homie. You know what I mean? I'm dealing with you because you serving something that's drawing me in from the first place.
yeah,
So that can come from multiple faucets. You know what I'm saying? That ain't coming from just dirt. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
whoever beefing, you know what I'm saying? If you beefing, like y'all beefing, that's not on me.
Mm-hmm. And that's
So
how,
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
and so that's how I always felt about it. When two people had a problem, like that's between my name's Jamal, and that's between y'all. Y'all remember? You remember that?
Hey,
Hey,
let me ask
Jamal.
you a
Mm-hmm.
question though, Dirt. Hey, look, now if you ain't saying nothing bad about either party, right?
Huh?
And you're not really speaking on the situation or whatever, and one of the parties come at you in a foul way, then that's their guilty conscience. You know what I'm saying? From possibly what they either said about you, feel about you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you didn't say
Indeed,
nothing, then what you tripping? You know what I'm saying?
indeed. Like you got.
That's like with Benji and Loco getting into it. I fuck with both of them. I'm not getting into that. I'm gonna let them fight their own battle out. And I'm gonna tell them both, man. I'm not getting in that. You dig what I'm saying? That you
But
and Benji,
Dirty,
I'm not getting in that. You know what I'm saying? Like
smoke,
it's certain people you just don't get into it with. Huh?
smoke.
Okay.
Lines get blurred, man, and sometimes perception is skewed. So what I may perceive that I see going on may not be exactly what it is. Everything ain't what it seems. You know what
Correct.
I'm saying? And that's how bullshit get caught up in the mix, or people or people that are neutral get caught up in the mix because of perception. That's why I always say, that's what I was saying earlier. If you sitting there and you know that you fucking with you don't have a dog in the motherfucking race, right? A dog in the fight.
Yeah.
But you're sitting there while Benji, and just hypothetically speaking, while Benji is dragging Loco, and you're just like hanging out watching this shit go down, instead of saying, you know what, if you're not in it, you're not in it. So you don't need to be around it when it's happening. That's the best way to show that, you know what I'm saying? Man, I don't want no parts. Or you go over there to Loco shit, and Loco dragging Benji. That's shit. That's time for me to go. Because the shows don't start out like that. And if they
Facts.
do, well, that's one I'm just gonna miss, because
And that's
it's
where
the
I
shit
have a
going on that I
problem.
don't agree with.
So you saying
I ain't
that's
gonna
where?
lie. I'll stay on the panel.
So you saying that's where the problem starts, where when you interject your opinion in that fight. Is that what you saying?
Yeah, and if you're just sitting there, because like I say, there's motherfuckers watching 24 hours a day, waiting to point out what they feel or perceive to be a flaw, or you being biased in one way or another. When the best way, if you see two motherfuckers fighting on the street, are you gonna run up there and jump in the middle of it and just stand in the middle of that shit while they fighting?
Hell no, that's a fair fade. Shit.
Same shit. You gonna back the fuck away. In my case, shit, I'm walking, man. Shit, that ain't my business. I'm getting the fuck on.
And see me, I'll just be quiet. Like I won't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna
But just the
say
presence is
for
is is,
or
is what
against.
I'm talking about as far as perception, my nigga. Perception gets skewed,
But if you really
and
care,
in the narrative of it. Go ahead, Dirk.
what if you really care about these two people though? It's got to be some difference,
If
because
you really
if
care
you really
about them,
care about somebody got to echo.
I think, bro, if you really care about both people, if you really care about both of them and you neutral and you serving both of them, you know what I mean? How you been serving them, they gonna understand that. It's men shit. You know what I mean?
Or you can hit them individually
You
backstage.
know what I mean? But if we grown men, we gonna feel each other realness. You know what I mean? So
The fuck,
if I'm talking to you, Dirk, on this, you know what I'm saying, or and you bringing up, you know what I mean, a conversation about whatever, I'm gonna give you my real to it, genuine advice. You know what I'm saying? On some brotherhood shit. So if I'm talking, and then if I'm talking to the next individual, it's gonna be the same thing. That's me. You know what I mean? Without
now,
without choosing sides, without making myself disposable at the same time. You know what I mean? As men, a nigga gotta know how to stand on his own. Just like, you know what I mean, what old Grill was saying earlier. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
understand when it's unnecessary shit and when it could be something that you
see the
just
fucked up part though, my nigga. And like when Dirk was asking you how long you been, around this YouTube shit, if you've been paying attention to any of this shit. The fucked up part about it is, at some point, the motherfuckers is gonna come back together, and that's what Dreamer was talking about as far as getting involved in family shit. Like if Dirk beefing with his brother, and Drina sitting there talking cash shit about his brother, and then they make amends, that makes you look stupid.
Yeah, straight up.
You know what I'm saying? That's why. That's the whole point of don't say
All you gotta
shit.
do is offer your opinion, P, and that jump in.
You
I'm
know what I'm
with you.
saying?
I mean,
And that's
people gonna do
because at the end of the day, bro, this is the fucking internet, man. Most of us in all different states, homie.
you know what I'm saying? And she got her kid's father. You know what I mean? That's my daughter, and I go to bat. You know what I'm saying? But at the same
That's
time,
different.
that's their relationship. If they got into something, I'm gonna let them deal with that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell my daughter what I'm gonna tell my daughter as her father. And when I talk to her to her baby dad, I'm gonna tell him as older dude that I want that I know my daughter loves. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell him what I think he need to hear to give her what she needs. So it's like, I think I understand both sides. Like shit, when you listen, you gonna understand both sides. So when you got love, you know what I mean, you can't force nothing like that because it's emotions and all kind of shit involved. So you gotta let sides mean.
See, but see, the fucked up part about all this shit, everything you saying is so on point, but you're speaking from a real life perspective. You are right there facing your daughter and then turning around and going to her dude and having a conversation with him. In real life shit, they have real life consequences. This the internet, cuz. I
Yeah,
mean, what can you really expect, from getting involved in a fucking internet beef like that? Unless you really have, malice or intentions on one day doing some dumbass shit, which would make no goddamn sense. And it's just, this is internet shit, man. The majority of the motherfuckers on the internet, that especially with the beefs on both sides, ain't finna lay eyes on now each other for the rest of their fucking life, unless they on the goddamn internet. And that's where the shit gets weird to me. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers that have the ability to what the fuck?
Hey, remember this, D Shep. As you speaking, just remember there's thousands and thousands, no, probably millions of different genres with beef, aside
Right.
from the ones we see.
No, I'm with it. And if it's like some shit that's happening where, because me, I'm the type, man. If I can't go across town or go around the corner and we go ahead and settle this shit, what's the fucking point?
Hey, so look. I'm gonna be
A
honest.
lot of motherfuckers ain't
Now
living
you
like
said
that
you
no
you,
more.
you said, hey, look, you set yourself up for this question, D Shep, and I did speak on it earlier in the live. How do you feel about people that are in the same city beefing on the internet? I
Like
know how
I
it
hell,
is.
I just answered that. If a
That
motherfucker
ain't
ain't
me.
willing to,
That
what I'm
ain't me.
saying, if a motherfucker ain't willing to get out there and say, okay, you got a problem with me, I got a problem with you. The only motherfucker I've ever watched pull up to a situation was Loco. And when he did that shit, the motherfucker pulled out, you'd have thought he had a virtual goddamn backpack on, pulling out every goddamn weapon that we never even knew existed. And then turn around and because the hate for a motherfucker can be so goddamn strong, and I say hate because that's exactly what it is, but hate for one individual can be so strong to where motherfuckers, all rationality goes out the window. Motherfuckers steady hollering, oh, well, he didn't get out the car. The fuck I'm gonna get out the car? But your bitch at the goddamn car with the pistol in her hands. This motherfucker throwing car jacks, sticks, pulling out fucking Bowie knives. The
I
fuck I
did,
look
I
like
did,
getting out the car?
I did see that. I did see that, and
So
that's
you see
that's
what I'm
one
saying?
that's one of them situations where, I mean, shit, rational
But
mind
now
prevail.
my
Rational
question
mind
to you
prevail.
is my question to you is, since we throwing these questions out there, these hard questions.
Mm-hmm.
If your beef is so strong with me, and you got my motherfucking address, you passing my address all over the goddamn internet, but your ass ain't coming to do a bitch ass thing. You ain't coming to see me at my door.
Yeah,
How does that work?
yeah, that falls into sucker shit. That fall in that category. Like
Exactly.
like as men, we set the standard. Like anything below that is not man shit. And giving out addresses, I promise you, I was scared to death for that shit because when I first came to YouTube, motherfuckers wasn't doing that. And then as time progressed on, like the rules started changing and really it wasn't rules changing, it was just people that was coming that wasn't adhering like rules that was set in place, like we men, we ain't gonna do this. And then all of a sudden they jumped outside of that. and then it went
Dirt.
way outside of that to where motherfuckers is wild, wild west with the rules that they making up, and a lot of them tend to be very disrespectful, and it seems like that's the goal. The goal is to ultimately disrespect you and show
It's
you how
in the
much
worst fucking
they care
way.
about you.
Dirt, my house has been on the fucking internet, cuz.
Damn.
Motherfucker posted my house, but do you think I give a fuck? Do I make a big deal and go crying? Oh, to me, put my house on it. Now, let me. What I'm looking forward to is which one of you motherfuckers is gonna pull up.
Yeah, hey, I would say that, and guess what? You beat the traffic and didn't lose a motherfucking inkling of sleep.
You feel me?
Hey,
So that's why I look at this shit and
Me?
So you basically pointing out the manipulation.
pull up and get fucked out, Benji.
The manipulation starts.
Hey, let's go. Hey, listen, nigga, listen, nigga. You know I say me, right? No, listen, hear me out. Hey, let's go. Hey, look, if I get my little marbles right, what I'm gonna do? Listen. I'm doing this. I want to do this for everybody though. Like, okay, you know how everybody got their own thing, what they do. Like, you know, your town, right? And I want to do something like for a YouTube thing. Like I was thinking about, like called like pull up. Like, okay, when y'all, whatever y'all be doing, y'all be kicking or something like that. Y'all partying. Okay, well, nigga, Benji Button, no cut TV. Now he gonna pull up on your party or something. You know what I'm saying? Like to pull up like that. I ain't talking about no funk and shit. I'm talking about like going out to meet motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Playing that
different.
little lifestyle for a minute. Maybe you had a party, a birthday or something.
that's
That's what I'm
different,
talking
man.
about doing. I'm trying. I want to do something like that. YouTube vibe. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I ain't talking about no other shit.
Yeah, that's different. I mean, you answer like me, like as in as we was talking about. All right, when you pull up, you see what happened if you really, if that's the type if you rolling like that, if your nuts hanging like that, man, not you, but if a motherfucking nuts is hanging like that, and they really want to test that water, you know what I mean? They gonna do what the fuck they feel they gotta do. But I guarantee you, the outcome ain't gonna be in your favor. And it's not because I'm feeling like I'm some badass motherfucker, but. No. You good, Benj. I'm just saying, not because I feel like I'm some bad motherfucker, but because I know that I'm in every fucking right
You
to
look like
protect where I live.
So one of my questions earlier was,
no fact.
What does YouTube beef lead to? What does it lead to?
It depends, man. Some of this shit can get so personal, my niggas. I've sat back and witnessed, man. Some of this shit can get so personal, man, where it bleeds over from YouTube. When motherfuckers get to it's certain shit that's just it's the weirdest shit, and I don't even understand why motherfuckers do this shit, because but at the same time certain individuals are doing things not in the guise of them actually making something happen, but they're pulling strings, putting information out there in hopes that somebody else jump on the shit. So in other words, you're sitting back on the sideline trying to run another motherfucker into the wall, which that's some fucked up shit for anybody that even has that kind of mentality, let alone the motherfucker that actually follows through with the bogus ass mission. Because at the end of the day, it didn't have shit to do with you.
So here goes. So let me give you what I say it boils down to. What does YouTube beef lead to? To me, I said it lead to a waste of time and energy. And that's just me boiling it down because of if we played the stacks and the facts, the facts and the stats, then 99.9 of the time these motherfuckers don't end up fighting and they find resolution. And the people that was caught up in the back and forth are like, what the fuck? I wanted to see a fight.
A lot of pussy niggas. A lot of pussy niggas running their mouth thinking they tough and shit. That's what it is. And them niggas ain't never gonna be outside or do anything and walk around freely. Niggas, I might just on here too, nigga, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Pull up if you want to, like D-Shep said, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas some other shit, nigga. But these niggas, they niggas be talking too much, bro. You can tell. The way they talk, the way they always talking. Nobody never sit back.
It ain't worth it.
No, they not.
So still, my point stands. It leads to a bunch of wasted time and energy.
So let me ask y'all a question. So let's say we was all a collective, right? And we all vibing at one point. I mean, doing dumb shit together on this internet shit, right? And then something happened, and I say, Dirt, man, you know what, bro? We done, man. You go your way, and I go mine. But you choose to not keep going. You choose to keep trying to antagonize me after I done said, man, look, we ain't got to talk about each other. We ain't got to mention each other. You go your way, and I go mine. Ain't that simple?
Hell yeah.
So why motherfuckers still hang on?
Because you,
You know what?
because
That sound like a relationship.
without you, you might be straight.
What you say, big bro? You going in and out.
That sound like a relationship.
Yeah, it's all on the reaction of the. If one can keep on, you know what I mean, rising, and the other one can't, then it's obvious what the issue is. You know what I mean?
Oh, you didn't
It's
even
just
know all
about
about it.
how y'all both affected by it, or how you
Thank
gonna
you.
allow yourself to be affected by it.
Hey, he don't even know about the situation and said that. He did that.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
speaking in
real.
general though. Like
Uh-oh.
that's
Any real
any
nigga could catch
situation.
on.
You could apply
So
that to
that
any
just
situation.
But that just shows the
Yeah.
complexity of how some of this YouTube shit can be. That to the lengths that it can actually go. Where if Dirt, because you have an audience, right? And I'm just kind of in hopes, I'm tagging along with you in hopes of me being brought up with you. You know what I'm saying? Based off of your audience. And then you turn around and tell me, hey, D Chef, man, you know what, man? I heard, all right, man, look, bro, that's it. I've done something that was really, shouldn't have been done. When you decide instead of me and you beefing,
Mm.
we just go ahead and split ways, man. But I'm sitting there like every chance I get, I'm dragging your name through the mud. Oh, dirty bitch ass nigga. Whoa, 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 whoa. That every chance, every motherfucker that would allow me. And then you get a group of the same individuals. She's beautiful, bro. She's beautiful. But every chance you get, you band with a whole bunch of other motherfuckers, or I band with a whole bunch of other motherfuckers that are rejects from your channel because you decided they didn't need to be there because they weren't conducive to what you had going, and we all come together against you. What kind of bullshit is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta use your mind. We can't.
Yeah,
That's like
true.
with my hood. I don't. My little homies listen, but at the same time, they still young, so they still doing young shit. But it's certain ones that can. But I'm totally against like beefing. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays, everything that's going on.
I mean, and I could see that shit coming from a 21, 23, 22, year old motherfucker, but we talking about grown ass men, man, 40s and 50s, bro. That shit makes absolutely no fucking sense. But you calling yourself a man and you saying you stand on your own while in the meantime, you're attaching yourself to every fucking thing that goes against that goes against me. You know what I'm saying? Out of spite. That's like a fucking woman scorned, bro. And that's a weird ass fucking piece of work, man.
Can we get an example, Shep?
Oh, absolutely. I don't bar none, man. Loco told Pumpkin a long time ago, like a couple years ago, bro, because when he decided to make peace with Percy, you know what I'm saying? Because they beef was really over nothing. Then they found out a lot of shit behind the scenes that basically say, hey, man, we need to stop this shit. So Percy came up and Loco had already told Cuz that, hey, man, I'm gonna have old boy gonna come on up, man. We on some other shit right now, and dudes like cool. But as soon as he come in, as soon as Percy come up and they, hey, man, this, man, we cool, man. We gonna squash this shit, this, that, and other. Then Pumpkin come up, first thing come out of his mouth, oh, what's this bitch ass nigga want? But you already knew he was coming up. And he got zapped right then and there. So after Percy left, then he brought him back up. And he like say, man, you knew what was going on, man. You knew what was gonna happen. Man, I don't give a fuck. You can be cool with him, but I ain't gonna be. I don't mean it don't mean you gotta be cool with him, but you gotta respect my fucking platform. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, Loco was like, man, look here, man. You know what, man? That's where that whole you go your way, because these were the exact words. How about you just go your way, man, and I'm gonna go mine? What's that supposed to mean? It mean exactly what the fuck you said. I mean, dude, I sat there and watched this shit with my own fucking eyes, bro. You ain't gonna treat me like you treat them other niggas. So what you saying? What you saying? How the fuck can you ask the same question and get the same fucking answer every time if you don't comprehend what it is? You know what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of this shit started, bro. With him. So all the shit that you've been seeing, as far as like Winter Circle Party line, because Trayman was on board with us, man, and everything was kosher. Up until that split, then he started trying to go into these other people's places and cause confusion and shit, and it worked.
See, the good, the bad, the uninvolved. And I would say that if you don't, I don't know if you remember D Shep, but I was there back when they was cool, and I made decisions then, and that's why you never see me involved.
But you had your own thing going, bro. And that's the beauty of it. You already stood alone. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But you had motherfuckers that was already part of this winter circle shit that, fuck with Loco back on Kev Max shit that came from that and became a part of the team that we built. We built this shit from the fucking ground up. So of course you got motherfuckers that's like looking at this whole situation like, damn, that's some fucked up shit. Cause you watching a whole ass nigga do whole ass things. Are you not gonna in your mind, whether you get involved or not, are you not in your mind gonna be like, man, this a whole ass nigga, man? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta say
who
nothing
you
to
talking
have
about?
that thought.
You talking about Pumpkin?
Yeah. He just popped up out the blue. I mean, basically, went through a mutual motherfucker that they had in common to try and get that local, and that's how he even got in touch with the nigga. And come out cool as far as everybody was concerned. Weird as fuck, but wasn't no tripping. But it wasn't until that moment, that precise fucking moment, when a motherfucker said, "Man, you go your way and I'll go mine," and even when it's for saying, "Okay, you can have all the beat with me, but I'm not gonna mention your dead mother. I'm not gonna mention your dead people, man." And getting jugged at, getting your dead folks. Meanwhile, he dragging local family thumbnails, pictures, names all through the fucking mud
Yeah,
of people he never met in life. How the fuck do you respond? That's when shit becomes personal.
yeah, yeah.
So motherfuckers that don't know or wasn't there from the beginning or watching all this shit go down, all sit there and think, "Oh, Loco, he just a shit start." Nah, man, you have to be there from the beginning. And then sometimes when the truth is in a motherfucker face, because the videos were replayed of that whole reenacting that whole thing, and you still got motherfuckers that got so much hate in their heart, they can't see and acknowledge the truth because they hate for another motherfucker, man. And that's some cold shit.
Hmm.
That's like if we in court and I'm producing all the evidence that you're innocent, but the jury has already made up their mind that you're a bad fucking person. They don't like you, and they convict your ass anyway.
Do you think that's how the initial choosing the side started? When it comes to like,
As
Story of my
far as as
life.
far as us, in the party line, yeah.
as far as people determining why they don't like a person, because I think there's some people that don't like Pumpkin. They don't like him for different reasons. People that don't like Local don't like him for different reasons that probably have nothing to do with their beef.
A lot of this shit. Well, go ahead. Well, a lot of this shit, man. If I look at it like this here, man, and this is just me, bro. If I don't like you and I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I'm not gonna be a part of you. I'm not gonna be watching your videos. I'm not gonna in real life. My cutoff game is strong, man. I'm not gonna be in your fucking face. If we share, I can share the same space with a motherfucker and not even acknowledge it. And my best, that's how I look at it. When you treat a motherfucker like you don't exist, that hurt him more than you going back and forth with it.
Yeah, it do. Definitely do.
So and motherfuckers always, somehow or another, my name keep getting brought up and shit. But I don't respond because all you motherfuckers is doing is talking. And I'm not trying to, man, I got so much to lose. But do you see me carrying on? I might be in the chat talking my ass off. And every now and then shit get to a point where I got to let this shit go. So I jump up on the panel and go in. And then I'm done. Once I done purged myself for the bullshit I'm feeling at that moment, shit, I'm back. I fall back. You know what I'm saying? But when motherfuckers calling the same nigga, hold on, Dirt. The same nigga somebody sent me a clip of some shit where he's saying, "Oh yeah, D Shep, your bitch ass, I'm gonna be in Vegas." You know, you're a truck driver. I'm gonna be in Vegas. Meet me at the Loves on Cheyenne. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, go ahead, bro.
Hey, D Shep, this person right here, this is Brian Wallace.
Hey, how's it going?
When I walked
Hey, how's it going? Salute.
When I walked out of prison in 2013, I had been out for about a month, and I seen him walking by in his softball gear. I was like, "What's up, man? Can I play? I play softball." He was like, "Yeah, man. Well, come on, I'll give you a tryout." We went to the batting cage. I was so dehydrated, I threw up in the batting cages. That was 2013. I've been playing with this softball team since then. And
So
it's
that's the team that y'all went back to Folsom with?
When I walked out of prison in 2013. This is the coach of the team. And he just dropped off my softball jersey. So we're gonna open this jersey up to see what it looked like one time.
That's all right, man. Nice to meet you.
I'm good, babe. I'm gonna take off here. I just wanted to drop this off.
All right, man. I appreciate you, Coach. But with the 916,
with the 916 on it. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, man. Thank you. You're welcome.
That's all right, man.
30 weather 916. It ain't even gotta be a softball game. I don't wear this shit.
Right, that shit loud them up on the code.
Shit.
But you know, it's all of this shit, man, just gets misconstrued, man, and some of it bleeds over, man. And it just really depends on how you, as an individual, whether you're involved or uninvolved, it all depends on how you choose to handle it. If you're uninvolved, stay the fuck uninvolved.
Yeah,
just simple as that.
It's just we can say that, like I say, we can say that, but when you care about both parties equally, that's when it becomes hard. It's easy if you it's easy to say we stand on what we stand on, but when you really care or you really emotionally invested in these two and they have an issue, it's like standing back and letting two brothers fight. That ain't always the easiest thing.
But you know what the worst part of it is sometimes, Dirk? Is you caring about both parties, right? And one party trying to get you involved in something that you have nothing to fucking do with. Now, does that say that they don't care about you the same way you care about them? If they're trying to bring you into something?
Did I tell you what happened? Like you just said, you sure?
I don't recall.
That's crazy. See, the reason why I never really messed with Pumpkin is because when the shit was happening with C-Mac, he tried to get me to drop a video going against C-Mac. I was like, man, I'm from California.
Do you see? Does that not sound like what I've just been explaining the whole fucking time?
That's crazy.
Wow. And don't know you from a can of fucking paint.
Yeah, I was like, shit, I don't know C-Mac, but that's just not. I ain't getting involved in that. That's not a good play.
Even in just to show you how fake a motherfucker really is. When I think Melly Mel shit was jumping off and everybody was pissed off at Loco for the Cali cats anyway, the LA cats was pissed off at Loco about dropping that information on it, which he got from Pumpkin. But Pumpkin got a call from LA about the shit and he's saying he didn't have nothing to do with it. So in the midst of them just going on about this shit, all the OGs and shit going on about it, Loco pulls up and say, look, because ain't nobody putting no names on shit, everybody talking around it. But Loco pulled up and said, you know what? I dropped it. I did it. He could have easily said, man, I got the fucking information from that bitch ass nigga. But he pulled up and took it. You know what I'm saying? And instead of old boy taking that shit and being appreciative of it and thinking about at least when a motherfucker say, man, you go your way, I go mine, instead of going and reflecting back on that particular moment when somebody took a case for you basically that they didn't have to, you act like the shit never happened.
Do anybody know who this person is?
Nah.
Benji, you know who that person is?
Hey, no. I think Cash should learn how to reserve judgment instead of just being quick to just judge off of, you know what I mean? Especially when you don't really know.
Man, perception could be the greatest weapon.
Oh, see, Alamo.
You see, that's what I'm saying. If you're not there from the beginning of a situation, then how the fuck can you just jump in the middle of it and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna ride with Dirty, but you don't know if he's wrong with a motherfucker or not.
But that happens though. That happens. I can name some names, but I'll probably try to get Benji to do it.
What you want to do?
Hey, fellas, man, I got some calls I gotta make, man. But
watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I was talking earlier about people that come in with a plan and exploit a genre and get involved in the shit that just they had nothing to do with, wasn't there from the beginning. Now they get involved and now they try to make their name relevant, and then they dip off and start their own shit. The thing is to catch them at the door when they like that. But they come in and they be real. And then all of a sudden you check back in with them 2 weeks later and they knee deep in the shit. Benji.
Knee deep in the shit.
You want the shit? I got the shit.
He has been on since 2021.
What you gonna know?
Has 11 and 8 videos. Do you know who I was talking about?
You talking to me or Benji?
You said say it again?
I said you got people that come in and they be real when they first come in.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
2 weeks later, and they somebody entirely different. Benji really thinking. He looked to the right. I'm gonna say that's good.
I can't hear.
I said I'm gonna say Alaska, D Shep.
Oh, Clemson Tiger.
That's the exact type of thing. I just needed an example of somebody that you was talking about that wasn't there from the beginning and then come in and then be doing the shit. That's all. They come all the time.
Shit, man.
They come all the time. But if you there from the beginning,
I fuck with him, Mike.
You got the root to stand on. And not to say I ain't saying it's bad. I just was giving an example because it ain't bad. He might have jumped in right, but I'm just saying. D Shep was talking about people that wasn't there from the beginning and then jumped.
And see, I ain't never had any kind of conversation with that cat, man. But when he see me somewhere, but see, I ain't never had no actual conversation with that guy, right? And I'm looking at the chat sometimes, like I'm on a panel, and I stay in the chat, but why am I a bitch, bro? I don't even know you. We've never even talked, but I'm a bitch to you. You don't even know me, nigga. I've never mentioned you. I've never had a reason to mention you.
So
you know what I'm saying?
I go back to what I was saying. Exactly what I was saying.
I got that's what I got on nigga about, bro. Hey, that's what I got on nigga about. Exactly that right there.
Yeah, but D Shep,
hey, my shit's off a little bit. My bad. So I'm probably talking earlier, so my bad. My shit's like off.
Hey, and so the point I was making is that these people, like there comes a time when you have a real conversation with them. I got mines out the door from the gate, and that was why I set my standards. So then anything after that don't match up with that, it'd be like, yeah, damn.
I mean, it goes back to what I said, man. Shit, I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. What's the point of us even conversating? We'll never see each other. You know what I'm saying? You'll never come after me. I'll never come after you. Anything that you're doing online will never impact anything that I got going on in my life. And the cold piece about it is, and I have to keep referring to Cuz, the Loco done called me on a couple of different occasions. Man, Cuz, man, stay up out this shit, my nigga. You a working man. You ain't got nothing. But motherfuckers don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They think that he trying to drag everything. No. Nigga be telling motherfuckers, I can handle this shit on my own. He been riding this fucking battle of his before Party Line got involved, any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? For years. By him fucking self. You know what I'm saying? And for a motherfucker to have all when you got whole goddamn full StreamYard panels having fucking conversation about you, and you telling your people, man, just fall back. It ain't, man, I got this. That speaks volumes. But not everybody can say that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody want to paint a narrative. They want in that boy Nina boy words. Everybody want to try and put paint where it ain't. Because they don't know. So, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker can think to say whatever the fuck he wants to about me, my nigga. Look, Dirty, you see how I live, man. I ain't got nothing to prove to now, motherfucker, man. If you fuck with me, I fuck with you. That's why me and you been rocking so long. If you don't, you don't. And it's no sweat off mine, man. Because shit, I'm gonna keep
Hey, was
prospering.
you talking about the back chat?
Say it
You
again.
say what? What was that?
Were you talking about the back chat?
Huh?
The private chat.
What about it? That dude that put nigger in there a million times?
And I was just tripping off that shit. It
Yeah.
looked like somebody nigga a gang of time.
Yeah, that's a motherfucker trying to get attention. And the only way
Yeah.
that and Dirt did everything right. Never mentioned it and never brought it up. Because the only way he can actually be relevant is if you give him that attention.
That's
Otherwise, he's just a motherfucker trying to get it.
My shit hella off right now.
Somebody got a lag.
Piece of shit. Yeah, it's
Man,
me.
dudes like that.
I ain't never got lost on my own life. I got lost on my own life. I have no idea what y'all talking about.
He say check the back chat.
Hey, look, and my face say left screen. Oh shit! Oh
yeah.
Wow!
That boy right there.
Damn, never have I seen so many weak nigger. Wow! It gave me hella his time.
And thank you. So a motherfucker like that is living rent free in your head. In his, you know what I'm saying? You living rent free in his head.
Man,
for no goddamn reason.
Hey, look, but the funny part is I almost let him on because he came with the homie named Quan. The Quan, that's the young homie name, but nah, man, I fucked up earlier. I hit a name because it would seem regular and shit.
But yeah, man, hey, Dirt, man, just end that part of the conversation because that's neither here nor there. It's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? It's just we see what those motherfuckers go through to try and get attention, and we'll leave it at that.
Hey, well, look, check this out, man. We didn't cover. Watch this. I'm gonna just show you everything I have written down, and you're gonna see how we covered it all. I started off with a shout out to the person that unsubscribed and sent me back under 10,000. Middle finger. I talked about who pays the price when two people have problems, and being hesitant to go on other people's platforms because of your loyalty and how it can be used against you. I talked about not supposedly having problems with people you ain't never had a single negative interaction with. We talked about what beefing leads to. We talked about standing on your square, and we talked about pleasing everybody. And we talked about how people twist words in the midst of chaos to stir their own narrative. So I'm gonna end with this. What's your purpose on YouTube? That's how we're gonna end this. What's your purpose on YouTube?
Yeah. Well, in the grand scheme of things, man, it's just for entertainment, man. Just or if I'm invited to people's platforms like we had at Roundtable, which I'm gonna have to bow out of because of my new work schedule, is to educate, man, and give people insight that may not understand or have been through something, or at least let them know how they can evolve in life and the things, the pitfalls to watch for. Just drop jewels when I can, man. And if it just, just being here, there, people have actually gravitated towards that. And I really feel like, damn, that's cool. So if I can teach somebody something, if it's just one fucking person, then I feel like my job is done for that day. And then, move on.
Straight up. Hey, I know Damu, you've done interviews, and really I don't know if your mind frame is there, but once you drop interviews on YouTube, the next step is to drop another one and another one and another one.
Cammy trying to get the link dropped, bro.
It don't just stop with just stop with one just being interviewed one time.
Yeah.
It's the process. So from your first interview to now, because we're gonna shine awareness on you, and I'm gonna talk to you behind the scenes and hope you start a channel. because you got a lot to say, and I promise you make an impact because ain't too many from my class, man. I'll be trying to take some off of the things I seen and went through, but you a living testimony because you went through that shit too. So I would like to hear more from what you got to say. But what do you let's say hypothetically you started a YouTube channel. What do you want from YouTube? What do you think you can get out of YouTube?
Shit, I would just try to convey, like, like how to overcome, you know what I'm saying? Make really, you know what I'm saying? Like it's no benefit in self-hate. There's no benefit in, you know what I mean, hating on somebody else. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna get to where you going, you know what I mean? And with hate, you only gonna make it harder. You know what I'm saying? So I would try to convey like that type of message instead of beating it. You know what I mean? I'm a loyalist, so, and I'm a realist, so I wouldn't be trying to clout chase, and you know, if the audience and the attention I draw off of what I got to convey, that'd be good with me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't sell myself, you know what I mean, to just to get some views or a check. I don't think I would live, even if I had the YouTube and it blew up. Like, you know, I try to convey like my message of coming home and overcoming living in prison, and you know what I'm saying.
Hey, let me ask you this: What levels were you on?
I did all level 4.
All level 4.
Yeah, my whole shit. I paroled with 142 points.
Damn. 19 years. Level 4. Fuck.
I hit him.
Hey, look, I ain't joking playing with that nigga ever.
What he say?
Hey, I will never make a joke with that nigga ever. ever, nigga. Fuck that shit, nigga.
Yeah, salute, homie. Salute, man. For overcoming, bro. Salute for overcoming, man.
Look,
real
man,
shit.
I know what it took. I know what it took for me to go through 20. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just go ahead and be honest. I didn't do 20. I did 19 and some. So I ain't even do 20.
That's what I did. I did 19 and some change.
Yeah, so I know what I went through. And you can't take nothing from my experiences. But if you did it all level 4. I was able to hit to level 3s and shit. And,
yeah, I never leveled down. I went from 180 to the 270, but I never leveled down. I stayed on the 4 yard. Unfortunately,
look, I went from BR Salinas Valley
said 102 points. God damn.
to DR. I went backwards. I went from BR to DR, and then back to BR, and then finally hit a level 3.
When I left Salinas Valley, I went to New Folks and B Yard. It was cracking right there.
Hey, was you there when the homie Wicked got killed?
With who?
Wicked from Sac.
Wicked?
No, Wicked.
Nuh-uh.
He got killed by himself.
That don't sound familiar. I was there when that little issue happened with G Will.
Oh, with the Sac homies?
Yeah, with G Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there when that happened, and when the gun tower blew off the white boy head when they were stabbing up the white boy.
Was you there when Hugo got killed?
Nah, I was already gone when he got killed.
Oh yeah.
Hey, excuse me, fellas. I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I got some things I need to handle, man. Appreciate it, Dirk. Good to meet you, Damu. All right, Benji.
Tisha.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
he talking about G Will from G Will, my nigga.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think you got an echo.
I'm gonna turn it off.
Echo. No, that wait. Echo. Yeah, it's busy.
Oh my bad. I'll turn it off. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Hey, did you know Bubs?
from my hood,
Light skinned Bub?
yeah, Savage.
He is he out? He back in there?
Man, I promise you, Bub is one of the homies that literally kind of like fell off the map. I have no idea where he is, and ain't heard
Bub was
nothing
doing
since DR.
that was the homie on D yard. Shit.
That was the homie. That was the homie, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I first got there, it was shit, as far as Heights casting, it was only me, him, and Broham.
I remember Brown.
Yeah,
I remember
I heard Broham Health ain't doing too good.
Hey, that's a trip. That's a trip.
Damn, man, that's crazy. Kevin, where you at? Man, Dirk, I'll Turk. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you on, but I'm going big screen because I don't know who you are. Dirk, I'll Turk. Who are you? All right, I'm gonna have to put you backstage because you ain't saying nothing. And wasn't it cow meow or some shit? Yeah, you a troll.
Chic Al Meow.
Yeah, this one is Dirk, All Turk. Yeah, that's another troll. Let me introduce you to one of my fellow guys. This is Savage.
Salute.
This is Savage. My bad on having you backstage for so long, man.
It's all good, bro.
I had to keep with the rhythm of the rhythm. You feel me?
I
Ain't
hear
nothing personal.
Keep
I hate
it down.
calls from private numbers.
Hear you. 100%. Sorry, my vocals are all shot out. I've been singing all night long, this, that, whatever. But that Debo Green is a total troll. And he's going underneath that pussy. Yeah.
You lost your voice from singing all night long?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Hey, shit.
Well,
Hey,
actually, a lot of struggle going on. This kid right here.
all I can picture is just you letting out a bunch of pain playing the guitar, singing out loud, drunk. Is that what it was like?
Oh, that's right. Oh, the out-of-tune one? Acoustic. The acoustic?
All right, man. I wanted Cammy to come on. Cammy. But I guess she did. She said she was going to let us handle that. So I'm about to get ready to end this. You feel me? One time, dirty. Hungry. I've been on here a while. Hey, Jamu, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that notification bell. So when I come on, man, and one thing I respect about being on the panel, Cammy, they go to link. One thing I respect about you being on the panel is you knew when to jump in and when not to, and then on top of that, when you jump in, your perspective is so real life. It's so real life that we able to look at what you saying and apply it to this YouTube stuff that we was talking about. That's the beautiful thing to it. You added a real perspective to everything that we was talking about. And sometimes you need that.
Didn't even know.
Now he's trying to
actually, a lot of time you need that.
Hell yeah. Well, shit, I'm glad I was able to do it, provide that perception. Then you fucked off my workout. Yeah,
oh man, hey man, it's for a good cause, man. It's for a good cause, man. We try. Hey, look, we trying to get you out there in that YouTube world. You got more to offer than just a video with Chill. Like Chill is the start, and then you got to continue on. It's a vast YouTube world out there that I promise you, I can see you being $100,000. I mean, excuse me, $100,000.
Put your boy up. Lace my boy.
Benji, you got echo.
You still got this? Still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
Good
George,
morning.
you got. Hey, Cammy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Great conversation. I really enjoyed listening to it. So y'all did a good job.
Yeah, thank you, kindly. I promise. I told you I was actually a little nervous because I knew I was gonna say names and things,
Hmm.
and I knew I was gonna say names, but I also knew at the same time that this was bigger than just one genre. Like people have a tendency to look at their own genre with their own problems instead of knowing that there's hella other ones out there that's going through the same thing. So I was trying to hit multiple genres at the same time and let it be known that it's in all of them.
That's
I
why I
think
fuck with you. That's
as
why I
long
fuck
as you
with you,
keep it
sir.
respectable.
We
Long as you
on all
keep it
kind of shit.
respectable, no ill intention, and people can tell that you're speaking intelligently about a subject. Like for me personally, I wouldn't mind if my name was used in a conversation to make an example, as long as they're not trying to be disrespectful about it. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
think you handle that on the level that it should have been handled. Like for example, this is what's going on, and why is this going on, and how do you feel about this?
yeah,
Allowing people to state their opinions, whether good or bad,
yeah.
but I think that as long as it's kept in an intelligent form and not that malicious stuff that be going on, that is perfectly okay.
Yeah, that's shit. I agree. You know how to bring it home. I agree because you never know who anybody is loyal to or anybody just is cool with. Because I mean, loyalty and being cool with somebody is kind of two different things. And just because you pop up on somebody's platform, don't mean one or the other. They might have brought up something that you may or may not agree with, and you feel strongly about. Just because I went up there don't mean all this narrative that comes along with it that everybody attaches to it.
He put blackface earlier.
I think people
My
take
boy.
the loyalty on YouTube as um, a tit for tat thing. You know, if I come on your panel one day, then I'm supposed to come on your panel every day, and
Yeah,
it just not. And if I mess with your panel every day, I shouldn't mess with Benji's panel, or I shouldn't go. Or if you have a problem with Benji, I should take on that problem also.
hmm
Real facts, real facts. I'm on here to support and back up my sister Cammy because she's the only woman up here. So I just want to make sure I was here to have her back. I asked her to come up. Her opinion matters, and we all
Hey,
matter.
cutie.
And
Yeah, but
look at the cutie. Look at the cutie. Listen, but I know the men are discussing what they're discussing at the same time. Cammy, you are a woman, a female, a queen. You have a platform. I am a woman and I'm a female queen. I have a platform. So our opinion also matters as well. And
oh yeah.
so, there has been times that I have looked at you as a pillar of strength because you have been dragged through the mud. You have people make thumbnails on you and criticize you, and they don't even know you. So, I mean, the worst thing that could happen on this internet is somebody shoot their computer screen. I mean, come on, like
I'll take it as it's I don't know how other people look at it. You know, some people may look at it as wrong. I look at it as you can do that and make fun of me and put thumbnails of me and consider whatever it is that you want about me. But when you see the stuff that I do, I show and I prove and I stand out and I go against the norm so that when people see what they say about me, they're like, how can you say that on behalf of this is what she does? This is what she's proven to do. This is what I've seen her do. So you only basing your information off trying to be, I make a hater be a hater. For
that's
real.
that's facts. Here's where I see where the problem lies is that when people are dragging you through the mud. And this is a real question. When people are dragging you through the mud on their platform, right? You
Mm-hmm.
get me?
Mm-hmm.
And then that person goes live and
Mm-hmm.
you see your supporters in their chat.
Mm-hmm.
How are you supposed to feel about that? Are you supposed to feel like they're supporting your hater or that they just stand on their I mean, like how do you move in that space? How do you feel about the people who are in the chat of another content creator that has dragged you through the mud? Real question.
No, I feel that they gonna be there for the entertainment, just like I be there for the entertainment when somebody talking about somebody else. So it's something to pay attention. They want to hear what they're gonna say about me. They want to hear, ooh, they're looking for that that aha moment. So I think it's like chasing a dream. It's like chasing fan base. If you really care about what somebody's gonna say, you're gonna go listen to what they have to say. So just like if Dirty and Benji was getting into it, and I'm a supporter of both, I'm gonna hear what he want to say about Benji. I'm gonna go hear what Benji want to say, just like they hear what people say about me, and then they gonna come to me to hear what I got to say about them. So I think the audience doesn't matter. I think that's what everybody puts too much into. The audience is going to be there regardless. Somebody is always going to be there to listen to the hatred and the, whatever it is for the entertainment. So you can't determine who or what or why they're listening. They're listening to it because they want to hear what's going on. No matter if you're spewing untruths or not. But my thing is, you can go over there and listen to that person that's spewing that hate on me. But when you come to me and I'm showing and I'm proving that I'm not what they say, then you get the answer, and the proof is in the pudding.
Do you feel at some point that the chat and people who don't have channels and we're just kind of like watching, do you feel that at some point we have become desensitized? Because for me,
definitely,
it hurts me. It hurts me to see someone drag anybody through the mud, and I don't got no beef with them as a woman, as a mother, as a giver of life. It hurts me to see that. At the same time, I'm human. I have a guilty pleasure. I can't take my eyes off it, and I'm looking at it. I'm not gonna thumbs it up, or I'm not gonna be like, yes, that's right, go in on her. Like, who does that?
I think it's just the culture of YouTube, and that people just have made that a part of what it is now. So once it became popular, everybody is doing it to keep the popularity going because they think that that's what they need to make something happen. So my thing is, it's neither here nor there. You're going to do whatever it is that you want to do. But at the same time, when you reflect and you look and you go back and look at it, like some of my what they would say top clowning moments where I'm going in on somebody have been my biggest downfalls.
That's what's up. And because you're a content creator, this will be my last comment. Because you are a content creator and you are responsible, you have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to not just the people who are subscribed to us, but the people who come across our channels. And that could be people that are underage, people who are mid-age, people who are over, like in their elderly state, whatever. Do you feel any type of responsibility for the people who are just looky-loos, flies on the wall, people who are taking it in, people who are going through something? Do you feel any type of responsibility? And should we feel some type of responsibility because we are content creators and we have a platform?
No.
She made it on.
I don't think so because of the platform that it's on. So I think that everybody has a choice to make YouTube what it is that they want it to be. You can create your own YouTube space. If you're going to treat YouTube like it's reality, then you're going to have to accept the fact that everything that you do on here is real. If you're going to accept YouTube as entertainment, then you're going to come on here to entertain and be seen and be heard. So I think everybody needs to take a personal reflection, like the question that he asked at the end. What is your purpose on YouTube? And then you need to fully commit to that purpose. And if you're not going to fully commit to that purpose, then you fake.
Enough said. Say less. I'm going to clip that. Thank you. I'm going to drop off. I appreciate y'all.
All right, y'all. Well, this has been a good live. Thank you, Kemi, for coming through.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
And you know what? Shit. This is one of them. This live been refreshing. Like a good shower. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to stay in touch, Dirk.
Huh?
We're going to have to stay in touch. Homie, we're going to have to get in, link up.
Dirty Weather 916 on Instagram. Dirty_weather on Instagram.
All right.
I'm one click away. All right, bro.
Stay out of my store. No.
Kevin be trying to dip in my neighborhood store and dip out like ain't nobody gonna see you.
I be trying to be on the under.
You try to dip in the store and bend to the right hella quick and take the long aisle. No, I seen you. I seen you.
Yo, Mike, I'm just saying, this kid, my boy that created that portrait,
I, I,
he actually is trying to bring down me in the Dirty Nation for real.
All
all right.
right.
He's in the picture right behind me. I'm not creating drama, but I just want to let you know when you see me on the live going like this, that's you recreating it. No
I would
doubt.
suggest some
Depot
tea,
Green,
Are you okay?
some tea and some
100%. Yeah,
very
Depot.
hot.
Your
Oh,
voice, like we can't. It sound like you underwater.
man. Who's
Hey,
that?
yeah, but hey, Cammy,
Salute to you,
thanks
Chad.
again.
Thank you for
Hey,
having me.
Greg, your mic kind of tripping though, but I've
See you
been on
later,
two.
bro.
All right, man. I catch you later. Hey, Benji.
I'll talk to you.
Hey,
I'll
Benji.
talk to you.
Salute.
Salute.
Catch you on next live.
All right, 100%. One love.
All right, Greg. Show your picture. What you talking about?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. You want to do that? Oh, right there. Can you see him?
No.
Look at its silhouette. He's chilling on his phone. Every time you see me, just rewatch it.
What am I looking at?
Look what he did. He threw me in there.
Wait a minute. He's in the picture?
Yeah.
He drew himself in the picture?
He threw me in there. And every time you see me going like, he's doing that. He's overriding me. And he's gonna get fucked up over it. He's not like, I didn't want nothing but positivity. I love the kid, but he just came against me.
Damn, I wish I could understand, Greg. Shit.
No, in other words, he's trying to bring down the Dirty Nation.
By how?
He's trying to get me at the dam.
He's trying to bring you. Wait. He's trying to bring you. He's trying to bring the Dirty Nation down?
Yep.
By the power of putting you in a picture?
Yeah.
This is deep.
100%. We got to do our own.
It's a war.
But
it's a war. It's a war outside.
I know. YouTube streets ain't no joke.
It's a war outside. We gotta fight. We gotta fight the good fight.
Exactly. Block Depot Green, little male.
Yeah, we can't have nobody. We can't have nobody putting us in the pictures, even if it's our sons, right?
You know that.
All right, man. I got you, man. I got you, Greg. Man, you have a good one, man.
You too.
All right, go. All right. So in closing, I'm gonna say this live been pretty much everything I wanted, man. There were things that I needed to get out in the open, and at the end of the day, when two people that you cool with fall out, man, there's victims that are all scattered out. That some you see, some you don't. Some got to make the personal decision. When you got to make a personal decision on which way you're going to go with what person you're going to fuck with, because you know that one side going to have something to say with the other. When you're forced to be put in that position to do that, that's never a good feeling, especially when you really care about them two people. And I equated it by saying, picture two brothers fighting. Like it's one aspect you can say, okay, that's too good. That's a fair fight right there. That's mutual combat. But on some other aspects, the human part inside you do not want to see your brother hurt your other brother, because you know things will never be the same. Period. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, blessed day wherever y'all is. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and come back to Dirty and the Bakery. Dirty Weather. Go.